The last regular season week here of GOAT 4v4 action from the UPMC Lemieux Sports Complex. Let's start this one off with a banger. Let's make it a little simple here, Andrew. It's red versus black. Winner gets in the playoffs with a W.
Yeah, winner will not only get into the playoffs, but winner will get in third. They will lock in that third spot. Went through every scenario for this week, and the winner of this game will always come out in third no matter what happens the rest of the way. But do you want that, or do you want to try and squeak in that fourth spot because you got to play purple?
Well, you know, with red here today, they went to the purple gauntlet last year. They fell in overtime. I have a feeling that red wants revenge, especially after that close loss just a couple of weeks ago. So I don't know. I feel like red has a little chip on their shoulder here to try to get back to that 2 versus 3 game. I think that might be the most entertaining 2 versus 3 game we've ever seen.
I think it might be the most entertaining playoff game we've ever seen.
Yeah. I mean, if you're black on the other side, though, you're on a losing streak. You lost to teal. You had that win against white. You lost to purple. You lost to green. 3 out of 4. This is a must-win, obviously, for them. But as your your studies went, black can still lose this game and get the playoffs.
Both teams can still lose and make the playoffs. The winner will get in third. The loser, if both purple and teal win, the loser of this game will get in, which is, don't want to put the cart before the horse, but most likely going to happen tonight.
Yeah, red's going without a couple of players tonight. Caden Harvey, Brandon Svoboda, and Will Tomko all out of the lineup. They'll get Mike Ferrantino in from Team White as a sub replacement. Team Black with the most loaded bench we have seen from them this season, despite not having the likes of Leo Lash and Austin Orbitz and Tyler Love. The stakes have never been bigger in Week 6. It's red versus black. Winner gets into the playoffs with a date with purple. The other has to hope and pray for a little bit of luck on their side. It's Christian Humphreys to lead it up in the offensive zone. Finds his brother JC. Dances his way in. They'll be pushed away by Jackson Morehouse. Missed the last 2 weeks. JC shot here. Ricochets out the back wall. Christian Humphreys dangles this one up high. Has some space. Goes to JC. Fans on the one-time attempt. And now black will bring numbers the other way to 2-on-1. Led by Ricky Boyson. Cross-ice Sawicki, he scores. Nick Sawicki on the first shot of the game. It's 1-0 black.
Yeah, black coming out strong within that first 45 seconds. A 2-on-1 as our mystery goaltender, who's getting a jersey.
I have a feeling it might be Mistretta, but we're not 100% sure.
Yeah, we're not 100% sure. We think it's Mistretta getting a jersey now, but unable to get across on that 2-on-1 opportunity and just burying that one home with Sawicki. Unfortunate is trying to get down was Colton Mauser to block the pass. Just a good sauce across, though.
So a little bit of a timeout here as the goaltender will get situated. As a New Jersey Titans practice jersey wearing number 33, so it is Charlie Mistretta to our under Mustanding. So Mistretta missed last week. If that is him, we're just going to call him Mistretta. Hopefully we're right.
Yes. If you're not, then we're sorry.
Yeah, sorry about that. You have the same practice jersey and the same number as Charlie Mistretta, which is a weird coincidence, so I'd assume we're right. Our first shot of the game goes against the red netminder. Sawicki opens it up for black. Cohen Bell Starling walks in. Initial save and covered up here by Mistretta.
Mistretta 1-3 on the season. Last week, red went with Michael Calabre filling in. He got the win that they needed against green. Going back to Mistretta, though, whether that's, they have to, or if it was, because Calabre had to come in.
See if red can work themselves out an early 1-0 hole. Here's Michael Ferrantino working along the black bench. Taken away by Luke Walkoskis. Sent to center, looking for Garen Michalski. Taken away by red. Ferrantino feeling the pressure of Michalski. He takes it in 1-on-0, tries to go far angle, and pushed away by Ferrantino, who's unhappy with him, and those two will joust on the top of the circle. Jack Rosensteel takes this one himself up to center into the team black zone, looking for Mario Smith just ahead of his stick. Smith pushed away by Aiden Petrov. Petrov up ice to Bell Starling, bounces off his stick. Collected by the newly acquired Colton Mauser, his second game with Team Red. Cross ice to Christian Humphreys, red changing. Humphreys carries into the zone. Winds up shot, and he scores. Goes glove side on Fry. We're all tied up at 1.
Humphreys walking almost all of Team Black, going east to west, and then turns it up and goes north-south. Absolutely sniping that one, getting around all of Team Black.
Starts with the pass of Colton Mauser, and he skated by the scores table, and our friend Jeff Taylor goes, make sure you give me that assist. Mauser wants to collect as many points as he can here while on this team. Jackson Morehouse, we mentioned, back in the lineup after a couple of weeks off. Quick stop there by Mistretta here under the 20-minute mark.
Looking like Morehouse wanted to go off the back of the leg of Mistretta, but Mistretta reading that well and not even moving off his post.
Sawicki against Humphreys goes in advantage of Sawicki. Back for Justin Gibson, down low to Sawicki, gets bodied by Mauser. Back to the point to Morehouse. Winds up a shot through traffic that'll bank off the end wall, and now Shane Kozlina can spring free. Kozlina to JC, cross ice to Christian, broken up by Gibson. Gibson up for Sawicki. Now Team Black bringing the numbers the other way. Sawicki for Del Signor, wide of the nets. Morehouse waiting in front of his bench, quickly up ice ahead of Del Signor. As Kozlina has to retreat back. Working along the wall, gets it stripped away. Sawicki waited to Del Signor, dancing forward with it. Sharp angle chance, denied by Mistretta. Ferrantino moves it up to Kozlina. Retreats back to Colton Mauser. Red changing. Up ice to Ferrantino. Off his stick, Sawicki takes him into the wall. Plays this one underneath. One more time, spun by Boyson. Boyson leading the rush himself. Team Black going for a change. Boyson, far angle, treats up high to Petrov. Aiden Petrov, one of the leading goal scorers for Team Black this season. Down low, Mistretta makes the pad save on Boyson.
Wow, he got down in a hurry. I thought that one was for sure going 5-hole on Mistretta, but he was quick down and able to cover and smother that one.
Pretty evenly matched so far in terms of possession time. Shots favoring Black 5-1 at the moment. Jack Rosensteel 2-on-1 with Mario Smith. Rosensteel shot, glove stave there by Fry. Off the boot of Petrov. Finds Luke Malbouf. Officially signed his commitment letter to Colgate University this week. It'll be an icing that is waved off. Malbouf at center. Out for Ferrantino. Ferrantino swings to the middle. Tries to pull the trigger. And we'll get a penalty coming up here for a slash.
A hook on Mikulski. Coming in from behind, flipping that stick over, hooking into the arms. Normally, I mean, I don't think you see that call, but I think he went for that 3-4 times. If you do that once, you may get away with it. Twice, you might get away with it, but you try that third time, and I think you're going to get called.
So Mikulski 2 for hooking. As Red will head to the power play. The lone power play goal this season for Red came off the stick of Shane Kozlina. Currently on the ice here with JC Humphreys, Christian Humphreys, and Colton Mauser. Kozlina leaves it off for Humphreys. Christian, that is, on the entry. Red looks to set up. JC parked in front. Up for Christian. Down for JC. In front for Kozlina off the edge of the stick. Kozlina finds Humphreys up high. To the middle to JC. One-time chance. High and around the net. Now a foot race where the netminder Mistretta will come out to play. Minute 17 to go on Mikulski penalty. Kozlina takes it along the benches. Into the Team Black zone. Kozlina fakes the shot attempt. Retreats up high for Malbouf. Over to Humphreys. Humphreys challenged here by Walkoskis. Cross ice to Kozlina. Back up high to Malbouf. Quickly down to Kozlina. To Malbouf. A shot blocked away by Walkoskis. Down under a minute to go on the penalty. Humphreys to Malbouf. Malbouf walking in upstairs, and he scores. A power play goal for the defenseman Luke Malbouf gets Red their first lead of the game.
A beautiful shot there and a great power play altogether by Red. They were absolutely buzzing. A little bit of miscommunication at the start as it looked like one Red, didn't see the number, was trying to go in for that 5-on-3 that we saw, I think, 2 weeks ago against Purple. But, you know, never left the ice, did Mistretta, so he had to quickly head back to the bench to stop that. But what a shot.
Beautiful shot there. Good setup from that Team Red power play. Their second power play goal of the season. Colton Rosensteel walks in a shot. Fry with a save. Here's Rosensteel. Up high to Mario Smith. Plays this quickly down low to Ferentino. Back up high, looking for Rosensteel. Walkoskis all over it. 2-on-1 with Del Signor. Del Signor walks in, shot glove save. The loose puck, Malbouf can clear to center ice. Morehouse waiting. Morehouse skies this one. Mauser gets down, playing a little shortstop action. Over for Ferentino. Backhand save made by Fry. I think if the Pirates are watching, they've been trading a couple people, Hayes and Ferguson so far today. Maybe Mauser gets a shot. Breakaway, Mikulski out of the box. Pad save there by Mistretta. Over for Morehouse. In front for Del Signor, the give and go, and it's tied at 2.
Del Signor gets his first of the season for GOAT. And a beautiful tip in going top corner on that pass across.
Perfect placement. We read by Morehouse. It's Talon Del Signor, first GOAT League goal. Comes in a big way here in a must-win scenario seemingly for both teams. Christian Humphreys looking to get it back. It's stripped away by the power duo of Del Signor and Gibson. Morehouse tries to chip it in, taken away by Rosensteel. Quickly up for Humphreys. Humphreys from Malbouf. Maybe a little foreshadowing with that goal horn as JC couldn't hold on to that one. Rosensteel stripped by Del Signor. Up for Mikulski. Darren Mikulski up high for Gibson. Back to Mikulski. Cross ice. Humphreys all over it. Out of play under the 13-minute mark.
Humphreys with a great tip there. Gets that one out of trouble, as it seems like Mistretta's had a lot of trouble with those cross creases today at least. So you want to stop as many of those as possible.
Team Red 8 players today. Black with 9. Some pretty even benches for the most part between the two clubs. So far, that's representing well on that scoreboard, 2-2. JC moves this one back to Mauser. Looks like both teams missing a little bit of star power today. Tomko out for Red, Lashin out for Black. Here's Mario Smith, walks in a shot off the post. Smith, the lone player on Red's roster without a goal this season. Oh, so close to giving his team the lead. Kozlina walks in shot, shoulder save there by Fry. They picked up by Petrov, gives it off to Sawicki. Sawicki into the zone, crowded by 2 Red defenders. Bell Sterling battling with Mauser. Takes it beneath the nets. Sends this one up for Humphreys. JC breakaway, trips and gets the shot away but misses just wide. Now the other way, Gibson off the pass shot. Save Mistretta as icing was called.
Yeah, I don't know about that icing call, and I don't think Black was happy about it. Red wasn't happy about the shot, but I don't think that's an icing call.
Agreed. I think that was a clear win there by Justin Gibson.
And they're not even going to reverse it the call to make it at center ice. They're going to say it was an icing.
Interesting. As Captain Morehouse up to his feet, having a word with the far referee about it. Petrov quickly gets it out of the zone, and Black bringing all 4 skaters up ice. Bell Sterling leaves it off, fires one high over the nets. Smith buys his man away. Ferentino pushes it out of the zone. Ferentino, not a member of this Red team, you know, per the roster standards, but man, he's made an impact here early. Here's Bell Sterling. Up ice for Petrov. Petrov into the zone, dangles through one, tried to go to the backhand, stripped away by Malbouf. Back up high to Bell Sterling. Shot and scores. Cohen Bell Sterling pops the water ball to Mistretta, and Black regains the lead. It's 3-2.
Black getting the lead back. 2 unanswered now for Black to come back into the lead. And Bell Sterling tying the lead now for goals on Team Black. Tying him with Petrov with 9.
This Team Black team, no star player really. A lot of depth contributors. Seems like everyone that gets in on the scoring on this team. Morehouse. Quickly up for Walkoskis, broken up by Mauser. Casey Humphreys leaves it off for Christian on the entry, banks it off the boot of Morehouse. Del Signor taps it out of the zone. Walkoskis couldn't get the pass through, Mauser all over it. Del Signor swings up out of Morehouse, down low for Walkoskis. Shadowed by Humphreys. Down low for Boyson. To Walkoskis, a shot, glove save made, rebound is there and pushed out by Red, not fully, as Del Signor gets a shot away, but high over the net. Walkoskis dances this one up high, finds Del Signor, out for Morehouse. Draw pass, Boyson shot, saved by Mistretta. Red still can't get it out. Del Signor puts one on, denied. Red sends this one to center, Morehouse waiting. Stripped by Rosensteel, and Red will have to slow up on the entry. Up for Christian Humphreys. For Rosensteel, a shot, blocked by Del Signor. Black takes possession. Walkoskis, give and go on the entry here. Over to Boyson. Boyson looking. Takes this underneath. Down to 8:30 to go here in the first half. 3-2 to Team Black. Walkoskis walks in, looks for a deflection. This push wide and out of the zone. All Team Black here the last couple of minutes. Red can push it to center. With possession, Ferentino. Looking for the stick of Malbouf. Tipped away by Team Black. Boyson. Up for Gibson. Gibson back to Mikulski. Back to Gibson. Backhand push through the crease and wide. Black still holding on to possession. Morehouse looking. Shot. Save Mistretta. Red really struggling here in the later half of this first half. Ferentino to center. Takes it into the zone. Finds Malbouf. To Kozlina. In front for Ferentino. And no one there to put home the loose change. Petrov to center. Finds Mikulski. Over to Morehouse. Morehouse to Mikulski. Forehand back in. Forehand and he scores. Garen Mikulski makes it 4-2 Team Black.
Black has been all over possession right now. They've been pure dominant. I mean, every time we're looking to the left. Black intercepting clearing attempts, intercepting passes going into the zone, breaking up entries. Black's looked really strong these last couple minutes, and Mikulski proving that with that beautiful goal.
Mikulski, his 5th goal of the season. One of the late additions to this Team Black roster, has fit in very nicely on the squad. Here's a 2-goal lead. Red looking to respond. It's Smith and Kozlina. Kozlina, the puck bouncing off his stick. Over for Mauser. Mauser waiting, looking, fires one high over the net. Kozlina holding possession. In front, no one home. And now rush back the other way, led by Aiden Petrov. Looks to dance through Smith, puts one on, stopped by Mistretta. Smith can't get the clear, Petrov all over it. Blocked by Mauser. Humphreys to Ferentino, partial breakaway. Gibson wraps him up. Clean play, no call. Ferentino, I think, trying to buy one. Bell Sterling swings it for Team Black. Takes it into the far corner. Underneath is Sawicki. Sawicki backhand in front. Bell Sterling opens up the wickets for a second of the game. It's 5-2 Black.
What did I say every time? Nothing going right for Red and everything going perfect for Black. As another turnover leads to a Black goal.
For Team Red, they're just trying to get this clock to a 0 and reset here. You're starting to feel the loss of a guy like Will Tomko on this offense right now. Bell Sterling has some trouble getting it out. He cleaned up by Boyson. Back is Luke Malbouf. Malbouf stripped by Walkoskis. The Del Signor tried to go backdoor all over. It was Rosensteel. Clears this one up for Humphreys. Partial breakaway, shot glove save made by Fry, and he'll hold on.
8th shot of the game for Red compared to 14 for Black.
Ooh.
Doesn't seem like a big margin, as but the eye test is otherwise.
Where's the deserve to win meter? Wish we had that little scale, lane one side like 75-25. Walkoskis gets it off his stick by Malbouf, picked up by Boyson. Boyson walks in, a floater, denied by Mistretta. Breakaway, Christian Humphreys, one-on-one with Fry. Shot for the glove hand, denied by Carson Fry. He'll hold.
Red looking to pick up their offense. A lot of their offense has been get breakaways, and then if you don't score on the breakaways, gain possession back and work around. Humphreys seemingly starting that again.
Still on the ice, Humphreys one-timer. Rebound was there for JC. Does pop free at the last moment, but is whistled dead.
As we saw, I mean, they get the cover, and even then, they're getting the puck back. They're in the offensive zone. This is where Red thrives right now, especially with these two on the ice of Humphreys.
Possible breakaway from Murkowski. Mauser is back. Puts a shot on, shoulder save. I heard Jeff say something downstairs about technical difficulty. I'm not sure what he was referring to. Walkoskis tried to go backhand upstairs, and that's denied. Mikulski looking. Back for Del Signor. Over for Walkoskis, taken away by Humphreys. Sends it up, he's looking for Christian. Be placed behind the net here by the netminder. See if our rosters match up. Hopefully they do. We had Dan Mays, the other co-commissioner, come up here to give us a fresh sheet of rosters to maybe compare to. Rosensteel up for Humphreys. Christian Humphreys upstairs off the top bar. At center ice. Stopped by Christian momentarily, looking to go cross ice Mikulski. Michalski looking. Finds a man down low. Gibson looking for a chance. Denied by Kozlina. Up high to Mikulski. Stretching and finally put into the back of the net. Mikulski's second of the game. It's 6-2 Black. Once again, that is all possession again, Andrew. I mean, I look at probably the last 23 minutes. I'd say 14 of it has been spent in red zone.
Yeah, it's been really dominant for Black. They just keep finding those lanes that Red's trying to get the stretch passes that they've been doing all season, and they just haven't been working because Black's done great in the neutral zone.
Mikulski with a pair tonight, as well as Bell Sterling. A 6-2 lead in a must-win game for both clubs. It's like a playoff game, but also not a playoff game because you still have a chance to play next week for something meaningful other than the toilet bowl.
Yeah.
And it also does mention Red does not have their first-round pick next year.
Yeah.
In the Colton Mauser trade. It was them, right? Or is it purple? Who gave up the first? I think it was red.
I think it was red.
Yeah. So another all-in push, looking for their third straight Cranberry Cup appearance. Black looking to spoil. Petrov scores. Double digits on the year for Aiden Petrov. It's a 5-goal lead here for Team Black.
Black off another turnover once again. Red can't seem to keep the puck, can't seem to give the puck to their own players.
So under a minute, Red looking to limit the damage. Maybe put one up in the later stages. Here's Ferentino. Takes this underneath. Up high for Malbouf's, taken away by Sawicki. Petrov holding in his own zone, up for Morehouse. Morehouse down the right wall, fires one. Malbouf all over at the push into netting.
Just under 30 seconds now as Red's really going to take this time to regroup. They've seen this score, 7-2, when they were up 7-2 against Purple and proceeded to lose 14-12.
Humphreys puts one on, loose in front. Kozlina slapping out as well as JC. Puck still bouncing around. Kozlina off the corner. Petrov will just send this out. A good late chance for Red. They'll take a 5-goal deficit into the dressing room. We'll step aside and be back for the second half of Red and Black just after this. Second half ago here. Black on top, 7-2 on Red. I'm Caden before alongside me, Andrew Keel. Andrews, you mentioned the close the period just 2 weeks ago. Red had the similar lead here against Purple and ended up blowing it in the second half. Do they have what it takes here to come back?
Do they have what it takes? That's a different question. If they can come back like Purple did, they were up 7-2 at the end of the first period. Ended up losing that game 14-12 after, like, I believe 9 unanswered by Purple.
Red looking for a strong opening. Humphreys off the glove of Fry. Almost an early answer here for Red. Rosensteel to Christian, winds up, shoulder save. Christian, Michigan denied by Fry. Almost so close to our second Michigan of the season. We saw the, as we mentioned, Team Purple's Dane Dowiak pull it off a couple weeks ago. Bell Sterling off the give of Boyson into the zone. In front, no one home. Back to the point, Sawicki drops down shot. Pipes the goaltender, pops the water bottle. Nick Sawicki, second of the game in Black, trying to make any chance of a comeback disappear.
Yeah, it's, wow. Whew. Absolute snipe there. As Mauser unhappy. But loser of this game, as we said, which is currently Red, can still make the playoffs in that 4 seed. They just need the other 2 games to go their way.
What a shot and a finish by Nick Sawicki. The Humphreys brothers come down, and getting down is Walkoskis to break it up. Black with a complete effort for the first 24 minutes of this game. Down low, the give and go. Mistretta the stop. He held by Rosensteel. Down for Christian Humphreys. Breakaway. Humphreys shot. Save. Rebound is there and denied once more by Carson Fry. Fry 2-2 in the season at 10 goals against average. Is off one of his hottest starts in the first half. Walkoskis puts one through, denied by Mario Smith. Walkoskis picks it up. Up for Bell Sterling, rings off the stick of Mario Smith off the side of the net. It's still kept by Black. Turned over now by Kozlina. 3-on-1. Kozlina to Ferentino, back to Kozlina to Ferentino, he scores. Ferentino's first as a member of Team Red. It's down to 8-3.
Back and forth for that one. Ferentino, I mean, at some point Fry's going to get too dizzy to keep going back and forth.
It's like the play last week with Green and Colby Saginaw, and he took 5 to 7 business days to shoot that one. And just after a while, there's got to be something to shoot at, right?
Yeah.
A start here for Red. Smith off the draw. Has a lane. Smith scores. Mario Smith's first of the season. It's 8-4, thanks to number 4.
I mean, you asked if they have it in them. It's looking like they have it in them right now. If they keep this momentum rolling they just picked up, it seems like they might.
2 unlikely goal scorers in Ferentino and Smith, and now here comes Kozlina off the draw. Kozlina loses it, slapped by Ferentino to keep it alive. Kozlina to the backhand, to the forehand. He scores! Shane Kozlina, his 5th of the season, and here comes Red.
3 goals in a minute. What does that give you flashbacks to? 2 seasons ago, Red scoring 6 goals in 2.5 minutes to send the game to overtime against who? Black.
Reminiscence. I don't know what it is when these two teams play. There's always a flair for dramatic.
Yep.
They faced in the playoffs last year. They faced in the playoffs the year prior. There's the game that Andrew mentioned. That was an absolute thriller. There's always something with these two teams. And to start the year, Black came in on top 14-10. And now this being the second matchup of that regular season. 8-5, 18:30 to go in the second half. Malbouf to Humphreys fresh off the bench. Works his way around. Morehouse has some room. Over for Kozlina. Bars down the top of the glass. Stays in play. Pops out to Petrov. Petrov dances his way forward. Has Sawicki with him, as well as Morehouse. He elects to go to Morehouse. Shot in front. Sawicki tips wide. Sawicki pushed to the wall. Turnover by J.C. Humphreys. Push it up to Rosensteel. Up for Christian Humphreys. Has to settle it. We'll take it into the corner and away for reinforcements. In front for Rosensteel. Glove saved by Fry. Sawicki up for Del Signor down that right wall. Has Petrov in retreat. Del Signor dances forward. Poke check Mistretta. Mauser out for Humphreys. Cross ice for Rosensteel. Rosensteel pushed the wall by Walkoskis. Slows the pace down a little. Over for Mauser. Mauser looking. Hits off the stick of JC. Pushed wide. Humphreys will go get it in the corner. Christian going for a change. Switching off with Mario Smith. JC walks to the blue line. Dances away to the right side. In front looking for a stick. Bounces to the corner. Walkoskis turns it. Off stick of Team Black. Pushed away by Rosensteel. Humphreys offsides. 17 minutes to go.
A little bit of delayed offsides. As Smith passes up on the puck, Humphreys picks it up, and then we waited 2 seconds, and then they blew the whistle, so interesting wait there.
Yes. I thought they were going to give him the benefit of the doubt for a second. We're going to see a JC breakaway. Black face-off win. Del Signor to carry. Dances. And fires one over the pad. A beautiful goal by Talon Del Signor. His second of the game. Black gets one back to make it 9-5.
The wheels turn at the FedEx logo as he takes a long run up on that one. Then boom, bullets his way through. And the way that shot came in, it looked like he almost pushed Mistretta's pad in. Obviously he didn't, but just the way that puck went in, it looked like it bounced right off his pad and just pushed him back.
A 4-goal lead here for Black. Malbouf pushes it to Kozlina, and Red brings numbers. Kozlina, Ferentino gets one high on Fry to make the save. Bell Sterling leads a 2-on-1 the other way. Bell Sterling gets around the diving defender to the backhand. Mistretta somehow keeps it out. How did he do it?
Reaching back with all the desperation in the world, gets his stick down. Any lift on that shot, any power I bet on that shot, and it's able to overpower that stick. But just tried to slide it into the net and putting his stick right in the way of Mistretta. What a save. Keeps
his team alive here at the 15-minute mark. 4-goal game. Humphreys go for the cross-ice pass. Boyson leaves it off for Gibson off the give and go. Gibson with a lane, takes it, bar down, Justin Gibson. It's a 5-goal lead for Black.
That momentum of Red seemingly died out very quickly. Black now in complete control like they were in that first period. Red needs something quick to turn the tide.
Power heavy, Humphreys, and Rosensteel lining up on the offense. Mauser defensively. You got Morehouse, Boyson. Here is Sawicki and Mikulski. Here for Black. Rosensteel with some room down the right wall. Takes it to the middle. Fires one on. Save there by the blocker of the netminder. Here's Boyson. Takes it through center. Has a lane. Boyson down from Morehouse. Pulls the trigger. Pad stop made. Morehouse pushed off by Humphreys. Up for Sawicki. Down low to Morehouse once more. Turning against Rosensteel. Around for Mikulski. Mikulski sends it around the wall for Sawicki. Black being very patient here with a 5-goal lead. Boyson goes for a pass. That one bounces past Morehouse. A foot race. Christian Humphreys with JC. Christian to JC. He scores. The Humphreys connection gets Red back in this one. It's 10-6.
They needed a quick one. They got a quick one. JC putting that one between the 5-hole. Off a great pass from his brother. Shots fairly even too. 21-22 in favor of Black. 13:20 to go in this second period. Plenty of time.
Bell Sterling looking to make it a little more unreachable. Mistretta makes the initial save. Humphreys off the pass of Rosensteel. Has some reinforcements. Humphreys waits to Malbooth. Pushed off the side of the net. Malbooth looking up high to Smith. Smith walks in, shot, glove save, Fry. He will hold on.
You saw another one of those huge stretch passes that this Red team loves to do. Not necessarily always cherry picking either. They love the stretch though.
You gotta think with 12:30 to go, and probably 9 minutes at least, you're gonna see at least a Humphreys on the ice. Ferentino underneath the Smith. Smith for Malbooth now. Malbooth looking. Finds Mario Smith. Back up high to Kozlina. Kozlina stutter steps at the line. Looks for a lane. Will get his own rebound here. Off for Ferentino. Back to Kozlina. Kozlina looking. Had Smith. That rolls past his stick. And now a foot race led by Petrov. Petrov shot. Glove save. Flashing the weather. There is Mistretta.
Huge save on that one. Because a great shift on the other end by Red. They were looking strong. They couldn't get one past Fry, though. Almost feels like if that one goes in, that's a huge blow to confidence there.
Shot off the draw there by Petrov, high over the nets. Cleared to Ferentino, one-on-one against Del Signor. Ferentino spinning backhand, pushes it wide. Smith strips from Del Signor. Del Signor pick it up behind his own net. Smith all over him. 11:20 to go. 4-goal lead here for Team Black. Del Signor leads the rush. Over for Bell Sterling, waiting, a shot blocker save. Bell Sterling, shadowed by Humphreys, gets taken down, penalty coming up to Red. So Humphreys for a hold, as Black will get 5 skaters on the ice here. And you wonder if Black goes ultra aggressive on the power play to put a 5th man on. Be touched up by Red here at the 10:45 mark. Humphreys for a hook, excuse me. And Black will go to the power play.
You gotta wonder if Red's gonna go super aggressive here. Get that jailbreak penalty kill goal to get Humphreys out of the box early.
10:20 mark. 2-minute penalty. 1 power play goal on the season for Black off the flick of Justin Gibson. Here's JC. JC looking, a shot, shoulder save, Fry stays in play. Evan Conning, the Team Purple captain, chatting with the Team Red captain in the penalty box. As Purple maybe going a little, whew, the score can stay the way it is. I think that's the favorable matchup they want, but Black's no easy feat, as we've seen here today. Here's Morehouse. Finds Petrov. Dances his way down low, up for Bell Sterling. Bell Sterling will keep it in. Finds Petrov. Minute 15 to go on the penalty. Over from Morehouse. Morehouse winds up shot. Saved by Mistretta. It is loose. It'll be played off by Mauser. Over for JC. JC will tap this forward. Humphreys. Down the right wall for Mauser in front. Pushed wide. Petrov. Cross ice Morehouse. Morehouse on the entry. Finds Petrov a shot. Glove save Mistretta. He will hold here at 9-10.
We saw, I mean, Red's looking aggressive on this penalty kill, but didn't get anything yet. Black trying to get that one. It's kind of been a stalemate for the first minute of this power play. Going back and forth, not really anything big happening on either side.
52 seconds on the penalty. You got to imagine here, Andrew, they're going to look for Christian straight out of the box.
Oh, yeah.
Red all the way down looking for Kozlina. That'll go through everyone. Out comes Fry. Gives it off to Del Signor. Up ice, off the boot. The referee helping out Team Black. Mikulski looks to go over Sawicki. Shoulder save, Mistretta. Kozlina will pick up the loose puck. Down the right wall. Dancing. Will hold on to it, push to the corner. Under for Rosensteel, puts one on, denied there by Fry. 10 seconds on the Humphreys penalty. Del Signor will float this one out to Mikulski. Mikulski back for Boyson, a shot is missed wide, and out comes Humphreys. A successful kill here for Team Red. Malbouf carries. Battling against Sawicki. Takes this underneath. Leaves it off for Rosensteel. He's stripped away by Walkoskis. Up ice to Del Signor. Foot race against Malbouf. Del Signor waits. Off for Walkoskis. Walkoskis stripped by Humphreys. He'll take this behind his own net. 4-goal deficit for Red. 7:30 to go. Humphreys carries. Puts one on wide of net. Rebound there. Christian gets to it. Over for Kozlina. Winds up a shot. Blocked away by Sawicki. Up for Bell Sterling. Retreats back. Turnover. Humphreys walks in 1-on-0. He scores. Christian Humphreys. Second of the game. It's 10-7. Not exactly how they execute out of the box, but still Humphreys gets the goal.
Yeah, Humphreys refusing to get off the ice. And a great steal. Pulling that out of Black's playbook from earlier in the game. Black did that a lot. And great execution by Humphreys.
3-goal deficit, 6:40 to go. Ferentino takes Walkoskis into the wall. Walkoskis push forward. Petrov at center takes this outside, pushed out by Mauser. Over for Boyson. Boyson cross ice. Bell Sterling. Bell Sterling in front. Walkoskis opens up the goaltender and takes the net with him. He whistled dead here at 6:15.
Had the whole net to look at, even though it was a little askew. Refs gave him a little bit to, take your shot. If you miss, we're blowing it dead, though. Had the whole upper half of the net to look at, shoots it high.
Bell Sterling versus Humphreys, big face-off. Bell Sterling gets possession. Underneath Walkoskis. Michigan couldn't hold on to it. Humphreys gets it away from him. With some room up the wall, loses it to Petrov. Christian will head off for a change. On comes Mario Smith. Black will get Walkoskis off.
I think the next time we see 12 on the ice, he's not getting off.
Bell Sterling with numbers to Morehouse. Pushed through the skates. Puck is loose. Morehouse digging. Pushed through the crease and wide. Humphreys tied up with Bell Sterling. Turns the puck over to Mauser. 5:20 to go. Finds Mario Smith. Pushed out of the zone to JC. JC along the Team Black bench gets pushed off by Petrov. Petrov in front of the red bench. Puts one on, glove save. Rebound is there. Smith pushes it off behind the net. Mario Smith underneath the Rosensteel. Red changing. Rosensteel waiting. Malbouf to Rosensteel, waiting once more, looking down low as he wanted the stick of Ferentino. Smith to Malbouf. Swings it to Ferentino. It's tapped out of the zone by Morehouse. And now Black being very passive in the defensive zone. Rosensteel walks in, a shot high over the net. Bounces back to Rosensteel. Have to take it out of the zone. Red resetting. Back to Malbouf. He approached the 4:20 mark. At 3 minutes with a whistle, we'll start to get to see the stop clock. Kizlina dances into the zone. Red holding on to possession. High stick on Kizlina, no call. Malbouf keeps it in the zone. Malbouf to Kizlina. Kizlina wants it in front. Puck is loose. Rosensteel digging as well. No one can put it through. And Black will slowly take it to center. Surprised no penalty there, unless it might have been Kizlina's own stick that got him. Covered up here by Mistretta.
At what point do we see Mistretta head to the bench?
I don't know. Maybe one more goal?
Maybe.
I think Red got to be a little cautious here.
JC Humphries still not on the ice yet for Red.
Patient. The home run pass to Christian doesn't work, so Wiki will keep it in onsides for Team Black. Mikulski shot, save there. Rosensteel. Holding on to it, pushes it out of the zone. Humphries gets it over his man. 2-1-0 with Kizlina. Humphries waiting. Shot pushed off wide by Fry. Goaltender is out. Humphries tripped up. Puck's underneath him. Mauser to Kizlina. And now we get a penalty or call here for a hand pass.
Interesting. I didn't see a hand pass unless they're, I don't know.
Did Humphries move his hand to get it out?
No
Maybe?
idea.
They're keeping the goaltender out. Here at 2:47, clock has stopped. JC with face-off win. Rosensteel out wide to Christian. Wrap around the wall, dump and chase play. JC to get to it. JC to Christian, one-timer chance wide of the net. Rosensteel picks it up in the low corner. Looking for somewhere to go. JC parked in front. Kizlina up high as well as Mauser. Christian parked in that left bumper. Christian off the give of Mauser. Swings it to the middle. Down low. Kizlina in front for JC. Pushed through the blue paint and kicked out by Black. It'll be an icing here with 2:09.
Wow. Lucky Black. I don't know if that was Fry while he was spinning. It went under him. Started spinning around to try and get it out. Spits out in a completely 90-degree angle. Don't know if it was a stick of Black or if it was Fry. But wow.
Game saver possibly. Face-off win by Red. Kizlina. Cross ice to Malbouf. Blown change for Red off the icing. Rebound in front. Glove save by Fry on JC one-on-one.
Saving that one as well. Saving the game possibly is, as we said, stopping clock. We've seen crazier between these two teams.
Kizlina to Christian, quickly up to Malbouf, 1:50 to go. Down low, Christian walks in, a shot, he scores. Hat trick, Christian. Humphries upstairs on Fry, it's 10-8.
Oh. I'm not going to say anything yet.
If you're Red, I think Mistretta has to go back.
I think he does, at least until possession. But he's not.
Okay.
They're going to play Humphries back in net.
Interesting. JC tied up off the draw with Boyson. Red takes possession. Malbouf to Christian. Into the zone comes Red. A lockdown play by Black. Pops free. Boyson puts one towards the empty cage and wide. Christian Humphreys was wrapped up all over him. Here is Humphreys. Takes it to center. Now into the Team Black zone. 1:20 to go. Rosensteel to Humphreys. To Malboof. Down low to Kozlina. Kozlina works up high with it. Finds Rosensteel. Rosensteel pushed back. Looking for a lane. Rosensteel. Back for Christian. Humphreys walks in, looking for room. Into the blue paint, pushed out by Boyson. He'll carry. Boyson looks for the empty cage. He got it. Ricky Boyson, empty net goal. It's 11-8 Black.
Black, resilient, holding off Red this time. Well, for now.
For now.
47 seconds to go as we approach the final horn. Seeming more and more likely we're going to see Black take on Purple.
Red needs 3 goals in 40 seconds, and Ferentino very passive here off the faceoff. Up for Mario Smith. Gets bodied by Morehouse. Pushed over to Mauser. Red has to reset. Out comes Mistretta. Ferentino dancing. Looking for a lane. Puts one on. Saved by Fry. Covered. Or there's a very quick whistle. 20.3 to go. Oh, hold on. Now they're running the clock. I think a couple seconds need to get added on.
Yeah, I think a couple seconds are going to be added on here. Mistretta seemingly pulling himself to get closer to the exit door and just going to walk off when this game's over.
Mauser up to Kozlina. Puts one on high over the net. Ferentino wrap around, still loose. Smith will get to it. Shot by Mauser. Petrov to Morehouse. Breakaway empty net here. 3-2. One-timer on the empty netter. And Morehouse seals the deal. 12-8 Black. And they have a date with Purple in the playoffs next week.
Yeah, Black will play Purple in this playoffs, locking in the 3 seed. Unless there is some random tiebreaker that we don't know that's not head-to-head, and which Purple could pass Teal, but I don't think that's going to happen.
So Red now has to sit around and wait. Up next, Green versus Purple, and then following that, White versus Teal. So, what does Red and their fans need to know going into these next 2 games?
Red, they need a win from Purple and a win from Teal. That is the only way that they can make the playoffs.
Team Red fans, stay tuned. 2 more games to determine your fate and see if they'll have a date with Team Teal come next week, or they'll have a trip to the Toilet Bowl versus one of Team White or Team Green. Black and Red, always a fun one here to close off their regular seasons. Black's in the playoffs. Red, let's wait around and see. Your final Team Black 12, Team Red 8. Up next, Billy Depew has the call alongside, for some reason, my Twitter thinks this man is the most famous contact that has interacted with my Twitter for some reason, Evan Smith. Yeah, he's not that famous. You guys were like, who's Evan Smith? Exactly. We're going to head to break. Billy and Evan got the call for Purple and Green after this.
Game 2 momentarily underway here at the Mario Lemieux Sports Complex. My name is Billy Depew. Evan Smith to my right. Evan, we have a very interesting game tonight. Some playoff implications as well. Green needs to get it done or they go home. And if Green does get it done, they move on. And Red gets eliminated with a Green W, Evan.
Yeah, and it seems like there's two ways this can go. It's either going to be a really entertaining game, or Purple with their short lineup is going to kind of take it easy because maybe strategy-wise, Red's a team that they might not want to meet in that playoff game. We'll see how it goes.
Few disclosures for those of you who are watching at home. Our rosters are screwed. I mean, we are just all over the place tonight, so I want to apologize in advance. We have a goalie for Green that is in all black. We're just going to call him the Void tonight. We don't have a name. If we do get one, we will update you on that. As Evan mentioned, Purple is a little thin tonight. They are missing quite a few guys. There comes out number 14. That's going to be Matt DeMarsico. Did I say that right, Evan?
Yep.
Just know that's a Penn State guy. I didn't want to screw that one up for you. Both DeMarsico brothers for this team tonight. Combined 11 goals on the year. Matt kind of carrying the load there with 9. And an interesting approach here. What are they going to drop the gloves and go right off rip?
Yeah, let's look at the start of that USA-Canada game where just political warfare on ice.
And the puck drop starts, and Green's going to go ahead and dump this one down. And
I've never seen a kickoff in a hockey game
in a hockey game. Very well done by Green, and now Purple has it. Going the other way, I believe, is Dane Dowiak. Purple's going to turn that one over. Green's going the other way, and we already have our first penalty of the night, I believe. Ooh. And Purple not too thrilled with the call, but it's going to be on
Zach Hickson.
Oh, it is Zach Hickson tonight. I need to scratch this name out. I don't want to screw this up.
Dane Dowiak went Goat League viral a couple weeks ago for a pretty nice Michigan goal. Hasn't been seen since, though.
He went Hollywood, Evan. He's too good for us now.
Yeah, those 2,000 Twitter views went to his head.
Purple's going to drive in on Green's end. It's going to be taken by Tommy Whitford, but eventually broken up by Green. Going to go ahead on the attack. That was Cam Davis who brought it down. He gets it back. Davis with a wrist shot opportunity puts it on net. Saved by Hale. And Hale is going to freeze that one.
I think that's the first time all season Chase Hale has frozen a puck.
Yeah, these goalies tend to play really aggressive. The clock is always moving, so you don't necessarily have to play aggressive, but these guys just having fun out here. Evan, Chase Hale on the year, 3-1 with an 8.5 goal average against. And it's also kind of important to note, I don't really think the goals against on average really means anything.
Especially in this league.
Especially in this league. Great defensive play by Purple there. Not a good enough dump. That's going to be Adam Mahler. Puck taken back by Brody Simcoe. He'll bring it in now. Leaves it behind. Wrist shot on net. No, another pass, and it's easy. So easy. It's going to be tapped in there by Adam Mahler. 1-0 Green.
Yeah, and kind of like we expected, Purple doesn't seem like they're putting their best foot forward early in this game. Granted, you're on the penalty kill. But when you got to benefit whether you win or lose, as Zach Hickson trying to escape the penalty box for the second time during this power play.
And are we having rule issues?
I don't know what is going on.
So Zach Hickson will spend another 45 seconds in the box. Green still on the power play.
They score again on this. I think we might see a riot down there.
Maybe. Guess the rules have not been clarified at this point yet. Mahler with the pass across. Wrist shot there, saved by Hale. That was Jake Stock on the shot there. He's down low, just fans on it, tries to put it backhand. Hale there, a little bit of a bump there after the shot. Still out in front of the net. Green trying to make an extra pass, and it's there. Good heads-up play by Jake Stock.
And Zach Hickson is now really upset.
And that's going to be Will O'Brien with the tap in there for Green.
Throw enough stones in a glass house, it's going to shatter. And Chase Hale tried shattering a face before that goal went in, but he was just distracted by a surrounding of Ninja Turtles.
So we have now been cleared up that a power play goal does not free the man out of the sin bin. So now Purple finally out of that man down. Going to put a pass out in front, saved by the Void. I'm sorry, guys. I really don't have a name for this guy. I'm so sorry.
We got to say distractingly black uniform.
I always blame Caden. We'll just blame Caden because we don't have a name. It's Caden's fault. Purple going the other way now. Great control there by number 14. That's Matt DeMarsico. Couldn't control it. And look at this. Evan Cunyon. A little bit of swaz on it.
So it turns out the Void actually is Landon Butterbaugh. We've been hoodwinked.
What's up with the all-black fit, man? It's like the masked singer out here, but goalie. 3-on-1 opportunity for Purple.
Maybe his true colors came out.
Wrist shot there off the iron. Now Green will go the other way. That's Jake Stock. Leaves it out in front. Do I even have a number 13 on my roster? Oh, yes, sorry. Johnny Flood. Wrist shot there, no good by Tyler Shaver. Purple gets possession. Shaver will put skate on puck. Purple will retain. Commentators curse as always. Shaver will take it the other way. Still has possession. Leaves it back for Shaver. And a wrist shot there, and that's quick like the flash. Aaron Blyer makes it a 3-0 lead for Green.
Yeah, that one didn't just go top shelf. I think that one hit the ceiling. And flash before your eyes, all of a sudden, 3-0.
You know, Evan, these rosters change so much. I do have to refer to my sheet every once in a while. And the second I looked up, I saw Blair put stick on puck, and it was quite a quick shot there.
Yeah.
So Green really looking to stay alive, and as we mentioned earlier on, before puck drop, Green will stay alive, and if Green does eventually win this matchup against Purple, Red will be eliminated from playoff contention. Puck left down, no one home. Sorry, Evan, if I cut you off there.
I was blanking on what I was going to say anyway.
Fair enough. Saved there by the aforementioned Butterball.
Dark Botter.
We're trying. Butterball, as we mentioned earlier, Chase Hale with an 8.5 goals against on average with a 3-1 record. Butterball not any luckier in that department. 1-4 on the year with a 13 goal against average.
Maybe he thought the green jersey was the problem.
Try to switch it up a little bit. Puck drive here in front of the net, and that is stopped by Butterball. Wow. Oh.
Or?
The horn does not help.
I think it was saved, yeah. Hey, maybe
Way to go, guys.
Guess it worked.
Boo.
Landon Butterball.
Boo. Butterball with a beautiful save there.
Goes emo and changes his life.
Pass out in front. Off the skate there of Mahler. Now Green will go the other way. Pass attempted to Cam Davis is broken up. Evan Cunyon with it. Cunyon with the pass back. Rister goes off the net. And we'll go ahead and have the puck drop. Braden Ford, another Penn State guy. A lot of Penn State guys on this Purple team, Evan.
Yeah, Braden Ford didn't play much for Penn State, and given the recent lineup changes, probably will continue not to. But this is kind of a bigger deal for him than some other players, that he's on a college roster, doesn't really have a spot. Playing with some teammates, he can earn his keep over the summer, impress some guys.
Ford the tied for second most goals on purple with 6 on the year. Pass out in front, can't get it to go. Mike DeMarsico, little upset with how things went there. Purple will get it back and go the other way. Ford with it. Ford with a hard wrister down low. Stop by Butterball. He still has it. Out wide to Evan Cunyon, the captain. Cunyon with the fake Mishi right there. It was actually a beautiful setup. Glove by Butterball. Or played. Oh my gosh, I'm losing it. I think I lost the puck in the black jersey. Green will take it now.
I think I'm losing half my eyesight into that black jersey.
It's really throwing me off, Evan, even though we know who it is now.
But it's like distractingly black.
A breakaway opportunity stopped by Hale. Cam Davis with a wide open net. Leaves it out in front. Backhand opportunity. Can't get it to go. Was Brody Simcoe. Bars. Cam Davis has it. Really playing slow here. Looking for a pass out in front. A little bit of lackadaisical play there by Green, and going the other way now is Purple. Backhanded shot there, stopped by Butterball. Evan, not sure what to make of that Green possession down there. Kind of looked like, well, I don't know. It looked like they really didn't have an idea of what they were going to do with the puck down there.
Yeah, honestly, I don't even know what else to add to it. They just bit off kilter. 3-0 lead, though, I guess. Take what you can.
Purple will win the face-off. Great defensive play there by Green. That was Will O'Brien. 6 goals on the year for Will O'Brien. It's going to be their second leading goal scorer as well. Oh, and a hard pass off your own teammate.
Somebody's mad at somebody.
Hale will make a pass here. Solid outlet pass from Hale. Now Purple has some pace. That's Matt DeMarsico with a wrister, can't find the net. Going the other way is Cole Bianchin. Wrist shot there, no good. Stop by Hale. Nolan Smith out of Seacoast will play for the Pens Elite. 3 goals on the year so far with that last wrist shot opportunity.
This is looking like the most lackadaisical first half of a Goat League game that I've seen. Just both teams just kind of
just putting it on. Not really a whole lot to do with it, though. Regardless, Green still holds an early 3-0 lead. 11:30 to go here in this first half. Non-stop clock. Puts it in. Put it on his backhand, then on his forehand. Finishing it up there was Green. That was Cole Bianchin with the goal there.
I think I just announcers jinxed the speed of the game because that was impressive.
Quick hands there from Cole. Gonna make it a 4-goal lead. Now by 4 different guys on this Green roster. Something you also don't see very often. Wrist shot opportunity there. Finds its way through, but somehow bounces out before it crosses the red line.
I think Butterball lost it in his uniform too.
Purple will have to reset. That was Matt DeMarsico. Now he passes it up. Beautiful spin off the backhand there. Wrist shot there. Bunch of activity in front of Butterball. Was able to make a stop. Good patience by Green. And glove by Hale. And he'll play it. Oh, never mind. Sometimes I can't hear things with this headset on. Didn't hear a whistle there.
And the refs are pretty. Sometimes you'll hold it for 1 second, all of a sudden the whistle's blown. Other times you'll hold it for 8 seconds and they still let you throw it.
They had an early stoppage last game as well. Purple win that one. Aforementioned Braden Ford puts it right out in front. Wrist shot is no good. Good possession there by Ford. Couldn't finish it was Matt DeMarsico. Wrist shot there is good though by Green. Aaron Blyer with his second on the night. Green is just really rolling right now, Evan.
Yeah, Blyer especially just going top shelf. He's 2 for 2 with that. Basically same shot, different circumstances. They're elevated while I was trying to make some sort of joke there, but it wasn't going to work.
Yeah, it sucked. I'm just kidding. Shot differential not too crazy early on, 16-12. Of course, Green is winning in that department, but again, 5 goals already for Green, none for the guys in purple. Tommy Whitford with some pace, surveying his options. He'll take it himself. Whitford with the drive. Stopped there by Butterball.
Wonder what's the longest a team's gone scoreless in a GOAT League game, because I don't think it can be too much longer if it's not already passed.
I also do not think that a team has ever gone scoreless. There's no way a team has gone scoreless in a GOAT game.
I don't think a team's ever gone scoreless in a half.
Pass out wide, no good. Green will take it now. Aaron Blyer with a pass across and a little bit of a check there across the boards. Wrist shot there missed by Adam Mahler.
Yeah, DeMarsico led it into Blyer there, and Blyer swung his stick back at him.
Mahler with the pass across. Tried to get that pass back. Played up in the air by Purple. Green still with possession down low. That's Emmett McLean. Green still with possession. Wrist shot there high. Tyler Shaver with the wrist shot. Green still with possession. Hale able to stop that last attempt. Purple going the other way. Pass across by Ian Kusish. Evan Cunyon with the puck. Cunyon with 5 goals on the year. He'll get taken down. Green going the other way. Pass back. Tried to go backhand. Hale all over it. Somehow did not squeeze that in. Hale, I think, clipped it with his glove. Now Purple goes the other way.
Whole lot of shots, a whole little quality.
And an easy one-timer there. No doubt about it.
Well, there goes the shutout.
We might have to fact check that, how long it takes for, or how long a team has gone scoreless in the GOAT League. Regardless, Purple finally gets on the board. That's Ian Cush's, his 3rd goal of the year. Purple wins the faceoff once again. That's one department they have done well in. Pass around. Wrist shot there. Butterball gets a shoulder on it. Matt DeMarsico with it. Pass out in front. Can't find anyone. Braden Ford will retrieve. Ford has it. He'll take it himself. Ford will play it back to DeMarsico. DeMarsico with a wrist shot, no good. He'll get it back. Pass across. Off the iron, it sounded like no good. Oh, and what a stop there. Regardless, Green still comes away with it. Going the other way is Cam Davis. Cam Davis, wrister, no good. Rebound off the glass, not there. Pass across. Oh, my goodness. And how in the world?
Chase Hale's glove had about 1/12 of that net covered, and somehow it was shot directly into it.
Right place, right time for Chase Hale. Hasn't faced as many shots as Butterball, but to be honest, he has looked really good so far. DeMarsico, Matt DeMarsico will retrieve, pass back, he'll get it back. Passes around, Cunyon couldn't retrieve it. Now Davis will go the other way. Davis with the pass back, no good, broken up by Purple. Few guys had an opportunity for Green there. Couldn't get it to go. Ford will look for a pass. Off the skate of DeMarsico. Wrist shot there, stopped by Butterball. Couldn't stop it. Or freeze it, excuse me. Pass out in front, now pass behind. Ford with the wrister, no good. Puck retrieved by Green. That's Cole Bianchin. Brody Simcoe could not retrieve that one. Now Purple with an opportunity. Wrist shot there by co-captain, excuse me. I think I've been messing that up tonight. Another wrist shot opportunity stopped by Butterball. 4:20 left to go in this first half. Off the mask of Butterball. Shot there by Mike DeMarsico. Pass across. Could not come away with it. Now an opportunity one-timer gloved by Hale. They'll play it.
And Hale really saved Hickson's butt there because a bit of a lackadaisical play allowed that breakaway to happen. If he scores there, it's going to be some unhappy Purple, maybe adding some purple to his skin.
And we'll get a stoppage. Off an icing. It'll be in Purple territory.
Why'd they stop the clock?
Not sure. To clarify, folks, the only time we would ever stop the clock is in the first half. And it looks like we stopped the clock because
they're fixing the void.
Landon Butterball with, I'm going to say it was because of that shot off the mask he took from DeMarsico.
Yeah, looks like it.
Great eat, by the way. I mean, he really took that one like a champ. That was very hard wrist shot he took.
But that kind of breaks the immersion. The whole fit's kind of ruined.
Yeah, I mean, he looked like Batman back there, you know, and now
he looks like a. I don't think there's any way we can take this. It doesn't get us thrown off the air.
No. Oh, and a great defensive play there. A breakaway opportunity. Wrist shot there, stopped by Butterball. Great defensive play there from Tommy Whitford. Now he has an opportunity off the iron. Ian Cushis, the lone goal scorer for Purple tonight, could not get that one-timer to go right off the iron. Purple, regardless, still has possession. Cushis with it. Green will regain possession. 3:10 left to go in this first half. Clock will remain moving unless, of course, some sort of stoppage. And somehow, some way, Green finds a way to put that in. That's Johnny Flood with a goal there. I believe his first goal of the year, Evan.
Yeah, it looks like that would be. And, man, for Chase Hale, top shelf is just his weakness. He just can't get those elevated shots at all.
Green now up 5 once again. That is the largest lead that they've had tonight. And now a breakaway opportunity for the captain, Evan Cunyon. He'll wait for Ford. Cunyon with a wrister. Not too difficult there. Puts it in for puts it in for Purple. Makes it a 4-goal game once again.
That was kind of funny. You got Braden Ford's hopes up and just ripped it yourself anyway. Also, you can call it smart strategy, though, because Butterball's expecting, hey, if he's waiting for this guy, they're going to do some tricks.
It's clearly a pass coming, and obviously there wasn't Cunyon with his 6th goal on the year.
Pass it right to the back of the net.
1:40 roughly left to go in this first half. Green up 4. Green will take it now. We're going to wait to get everybody on side. Wrist shot there off the skate of Purple. Somehow finds its way in front of the net. Hale will clear. Purple going the other way. That's Matt DeMarsico. DeMarsico gets a wrister on there. Maybe a stick in the way from Green. Regardless, Butterball gets a pad on it. Puck still in front of the net. And Adam Mahler will clear. And now an opportunity for Green. That's Emmett McLean just loses it there. Green still fighting for possession. Now win it back. Aaron Blyer with it. Pass across. Wrist shot there. No good from Adam Mahler. 45 seconds left to go in this first half. 2-on-2 and a great pass out in front and between the legs, no good. Matt DeMarsico trying to put a little flash on it. Regardless, a really good shot. Butterball with a better save.
Down by 3 though. Down by 4 actually, getting fancy there.
25 left to go in this first half now. Matt DeMarsico with it. DeMarsico with a pass across. No good to his brother. Green with an opportunity now. Wrist shot there, gloved by Hale, and we'll get wiped out.
Seems pretty apologetic, waiting back there to help him up.
One more shot for Purple, couldn't find the net. And that'll be the end of the first half. Green with a commanding 4-goal lead. Although, Evan, 4 goals in this league is really nothing, to be honest with you.
Yeah, not much, but with the way Purple is playing, I don't think they can get 4 goals total if they don't pick up the pace, get that connection going, and put some more effort out there, to be quite honest.
We're going to step away for a brief moment. We'll be back in a minute. Green up 6-2 against Purple. Back to it for the second half of the GOAT 4v4 League. Once again, my name is Billy Depew. Evan Smith to my right, and Green will win this puck drop. Out in front, no good. Just an update on the playoff complications as mentioned earlier. If Green wins this, Red is automatically eliminated, and that White game becomes all the more important against Teal. If White gets it done against Teal in the following game after this, White gets an automatic bid to the playoff. If Green loses this game, they are out.
I think Zach Hickson just tried to throw the hardest hit that I've seen anyone hit in this league.
You don't see it very often. Shot saved by Butterball. Puck up top.
Both teams now tied in shots.
Which is a good sign for Purple, Evan, because early on they were, I don't want to say aggressive, but in this league, I don't want to say the goalie play is lackadaisical, but rather, you know, the more you put on, the more goes in.
That said, though, Butterball is playing one of the best goalie performances we've seen in this league.
And every once in a while, you will see some really good performances from goalies in this league. They're very hard to come by. And there's another fantastic save by Butterball, which will lead to a Green opportunity in the other end. Wrist shot there. Hale will get a stop on it. Long pass out to Evan Cunyon. Stop there, and it's good. Too easy for Purple, and that is a great start there for Purple.
And they finally found a weakness for Butterball. Just wait for another teammate to show up and then right to the 5-hole.
Cunyon was unwilling to give up the last one on the breakaway. He put it in. Regardless, Braden Ford will get another goal for this squad here, making it a 3-goal lead for Purple. And you could already tell there's a bit of an uptick for Purple. They've gotten a lot more aggressive earlier on. Now a 3-on-1 opportunity for Green. Wrist shot glove by Hale. And he'll play it. Pass out in front, and a breakaway opportunity arises for the captain, Evan Cunyon. Cunyon with a wrister off the top of the iron. Swooping in now is Ford, gloved by Butterball.
Cunyon just whips his stick under the bench. He's really unhappy he didn't bury that one.
A lot of velocity on that wrist shot there from Cunyon. Just met the evil red iron, a.k.a. Marc-Andre Fleury's best friend. I don't know, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, Flower always gave the post a hug whenever he got a save off the iron. Stopped there by Butterball. Again, Evan, really good play from Butterball.
Yeah, it's so far, dare I say, a GOAT performance for this league.
You're sick. That wasn't funny.
Let us give our Butterball some credit. There's no jokes involved. The joke would be that the GOAT League is named after noted GOAT 23, Scott Wilson.
Scott Wilson. Purple wins another face-off. Wrist shot misses the top of the net. Will reflect off the glass. They'll still have possession. That's Ian Cushis with the pass across. He'll get it back. Drive in from Cushis. Playing around with it. Passes it in the slot. Wrist shot. And, oh, man, Butterball kind of got lost. An opportunity from Purple missed there. Hale with possession. Really long possession, to be honest with you. He'll pass it around. Can't find anyone there.
That might have been, if you count all the times Chase Hale has held the puck this season, that might be longer than all of it combined.
Green will regain possession. It's Tyler Shaver. They're going to get an offsides call. Bit of indecisiveness from Shaver there. Cost him. Now we'll have a puck drop near blue territory. Purple territory. Another face-off win for Purple. Again, they've really dominated in that department tonight. Doesn't reflect the scoreboard by any means necessary. Still down 3. Wrist shot from Matt DeMarsico, can't find the net. Evan Cunyon with it. He'll pull it back. No line changes for either team. It's Matt DeMarsico. DeMarsico's pass gets broken up. Purple will regain possession. Pass across from DeMarsico. Wrist shot, well, somewhat of a wrist shot there. Can't find the net. And Green will break it up in an opportunity here. Jake Stock on some wheels, loses it for a second, gets it back, and somehow Hale gets a pad on it. Evan Cunyon with it. Cunyon surveying, pass to DeMarsico, misses the net. Off the skate of Green, and now they have another opportunity. That's Emmett McLean's shot. Oh, man, right in front of the red line. Couldn't sneak its way in. He still has it. Pass across. Takes a bounce. And glove by Hale.
Almost like the Globetrotter circle there. I'm shocked he was able to keep that out.
Purple now with the lead in the shot department, up 31-28 on the night. Once again, another stat that just simply hasn't contributed to the scoring outcome, I should say. Still down 3 goals, 6-3 with 16:30 left to go in this first half. Once we get inside 3 minutes or so, we might get some stoppages, and Butterball will stop that one, and we'll have a face-off.
It honestly doesn't even feel like this should be a 3-goal game. It feels like it should be more than that, but Purple the second half kind of flipped the script.
Purple came out of the gate firing with 2 early goals. Green will regain possession. Beautiful pass there across, and Hale all over it with the glove again. Wrist shot there from Adam Mahler. Brody Simcoe has it. Now he does it. Going the other way is Purple. 2-on-1 opportunity, wrist shot high for Mike DeMarsico. Pass across, and Simcoe's able to bury the one-timer. Back to a 4-goal lead for Green with a little over 15 left to go in the second half.
The easiest goal in Shell, cross crease, not much you can do. Less on Chase Hale there, more on the defense.
Hale has seemingly stopped a lot of the tougher shots tonight. Just sometimes you can't, well, not sometimes, you can't save them all. Fanned on the 1-tee there was Mike DeMarsico. A little upset he couldn't put twig to puck.
Yeah, I've never seen a sadder hockey player walking off the ice than Mike DeMarsico right now.
Simcoe's shot off the blocker. And now going the other way is Matt DeMarsico. Puts it in, a little bit of a flopper there.
Yeah, thought it was going over the net and it just kind of tipped right down. We'll say they got away with too many men there.
Zebras have been a little off tonight, we'll say. Purple makes this yet again a 3-goal game. They're starting to cut a little bit into this lead here and there. Purple still with possession. That's Matt DeMarsico. DeMarsico's wrister deflected by the green stick of Nolan Smith. Now a one-timer opportunity on the other end. Nothing Hale can do. Hale on an island with Cam Davis. His first goal of the night.
And I can't even decipher where he put that. It didn't see much elevation, but if it stuck to the 5-hole, that's even more impressive than it looked.
Cam Davis with his 7th on the year. Green once again up 4. Purple with another face-off win. Off the pads of Butterball. Battle for the puck down low.
Bit of chippiness between.
Little bit. DeMarsico loses possession. Now Green will retain. Going the other way is Johnny Flood. What a name, by the way. I'm a big fan of that name. Flood will regain possession. Playing very patiently. Pass across to Davis. Davis's wrister just misses. Purple will regain. Matt DeMarsico with it, playing patiently. Leaves it for Cunyon. Cunyon with a drive in. Fanned off the pass. Tommy Whitford had an opportunity, just couldn't corral the puck. Now Matt DeMarsico with it. A lot of puck time for him tonight. And a crash in front of the net, and we'll reset. Butterball ate that one like a champ. DeMarsico couldn't put on the brakes in time. And we'll reset.
Bit of that physicality in this game. It's interesting. The play itself is a lot slower than usual, but clearly they care seeing this. I wouldn't be shocked if we see a fight at this rate.
Saw a little bit of chippiness down where the puck is right now on the last possession. And there's another half check, we'll call it. Green with a 2-on-0 opportunity. Pass across, and Johnny Flood off the 1-tee. Make it 2 for him tonight.
And he's telling this guy his glove wasn't even all the way on when he hit that one. Johnny Flood just flooding the net tonight.
The face I just made. No, that one wasn't that bad. That was pretty good. I was trying to use it myself. That's why I really liked his name.
Dad jokes for the win.
Little over 11 to go. Green going to make it once again a 5-goal lead, the most they've led by tonight. The other way with it is Braden Ford. He still has possession. One-hand possession, we'll call it. Turns around, puts on a wrister, stopped by Butterball. DeMarsico passes it across off the iron there for Ian Cushis. Looking for his second of the night. He'll regain possession. Cushis not the biggest guy on the ice, but boy, can he really fly when he has control. Played for the Frederick Gunn U.S. Prep team. Pass off for Green during a purple line change. Now they're going to get aggressive here. Broken up, backhanded opportunity there by Green, no good. That was Aaron Blyer. Purple with a 2-on-1 opportunity. Cunyon's going to take his time, pass across to Cushis. Cushis with a shot there and stopped by Butterball once again. Matt DeMarsico almost had the faceoff win for Purple there once again. Taken by Green though. Simcoe driving in, puts it on his backhand, loses it. Would have had it if he would have kept control. Hale was all over the place. Real shot opportunity there. One-timer off the iron once again. Simcoe will pass it down. Puck up top with Blyer. Blyer puts it on and it'll go in.
Once again, up top, Blyer, that's his third. Same goal, same shot.
Aaron Blyer with the Hattie on the night. Largest lead for Green. They'll go up 6 with just under 9 to go in the second half.
You know, I see a lot of hats around here. Nobody's throwing them.
So we have this big net in our way.
Hasn't stopped anybody else.
Hasn't stopped anyone else. You're absolutely right. 8:45. I just said how much time was left. For those of you who missed it, 8:40 left to go in this second half. Pass across to Green. No good. They'll reset. And they'll take it in. It's Cole Bianchin with the puck. Tried to put a pass out front. Stopped by Purple. Ford going the other way, passes it up to Evan Cunyon. Cunyon skating now. Plays it, tried to play it in front for Ford. Couldn't get a twig on it. Now Green will go the other way. Puck was with Adam Mahler, now it's not. Deflected by Simcoe. Regardless, Purple will regain possession. That's Matt DeMarsico. Broken up once again, and now Brody Simcoe. One-on-one opportunity, leaves it, and what a beauty from Brody Simcoe. Made it look easy.
Absolutely fools Chase Hale with the old Kucherov move. Make it look like you're going to do something special and then just kind of leave it right there, the 5-hole. And all of a sudden, Green is just in complete control of this second half.
Brody Simcoe with his 9th on the year. That's the most out of anyone on this Green roster. One of the top leading goal scorers in the entire GOAT 4v4 league. Make this one a 7-goal game. Pass out in front. Couldn't find the man, the intended target. Ford tried to put a wrist shot on there. Didn't have enough room to turn. Purple will. Great patience there by Evan Cunyon, not grabbing that puck, excuse me. DeMarsico winding up there, got broken up by Green. Ford jumps over it, looking for the pass. Couldn't get it to go. And a pass out in front for Johnny Flood. And he'll somehow sneak that in. 2 players with a hat trick tonight. Johnny Flood with his 3rd of the game.
And Chase Hale is officially frustrated at this point, but he keeps getting beat by the same shot. Like, every time they go top shelf, it works.
Yet another top shelf goal for Green, as Evan alluded to. Now we have an 8-goal lead. Green really running away with this one with 6 minutes left to go. Oh, and a missed opportunity there. Not sure how that one didn't go in. That's Mike DeMarsico. And an offsides call from the Zebras.
Didn't see that one, but
Neither did I. Neither did I. Regardless, we'll have another puck drop here.
then again, not seeing things is a prerequisite for being a referee, so maybe we should try out.
Green will finally win a face-off here. Wrist shot, no good. Glove by Hale. Cam Davis looking for his second goal of the night, trying to make it a 9-goal lead for Green. No good. Another quick puck drop here. Green will win it again. Pass out in front, deflected by Cam Davis. Just couldn't turn the puck enough. Ford will make a long pass out in front to Cunyon. To DeMarsico. And another one-timer opportunity missed from Purple.
That
DeMarsico with it.
Butterball just robbed them that time.
And Matt DeMarsico will put it between the legs and regain possession. Pass it down to Kushis. Kushis with a light wrister there. Another one followed by Cunyon. Both shots no good, or excuse me, DeMarsico.
Butterball in the game now has a 90% save percentage. That's incredible in this league.
It's very crazy stat indeed. And an easy wrister there. No one home. And Evan, once again, another top shelf goal for Green.
Yeah, needless to say, Chase Hale has a lot less than a 90% save percentage in this game.
That's Cam Davis with his second in this game. That'll be his 8th on the year. Second leading goal scorer behind Brody Simcoe for this team. Make it a 9-goal game. Green really running away with this one with 3:45 left to go. Gloved by Hale. Oh, never mind. Now it's played out in front. These refs are so what's the word I'm looking for? Inconsistent with those calls.
Yeah. Nah. So, Landon Butterball now has an over 900 save percentage, whereas Chase Hale's got a 325.
Some chirping going on here, and that doesn't look playful. That doesn't look playful at all. And that will not be playful.
Trying to hype up his team. You know, we've seen Purple make some comebacks. Not necessarily a 9-goal comeback, but
And you know what's crazy, Evan? I had another number 12. But I have no idea who that was.
and now Purple's got another dude getting shoved around by the ref.
How many times do you see players get ejected in this league?
Are they putting somebody in the box?
It appears that they are.
No stick from said guy in the box, so when he comes out, that should be interesting. Well. You know, valid penalty there.
Cunyon will go to the box for Purple. And now Purple on the PK. As Evan alluded to, this has been quite a back and forth game as far as physicality goes, and we finally see it there with the DQ by our number 12. Again, I'm not really sure who that was because we have 2 number 12s on our roster, only one of them named Mike DeMarsico. Not sure how 2 number 12 jerseys get made.
Believe that was Mike.
That was?
Don't quote me on it, but we can go with it.
So Mike DeMarsico.
If it wasn't, blame Caden.
Yeah, we'll blame Caden for sure. Regardless, a minute left to go here in this one. Green. Well, let me start with this. Purple came out of the gate pretty aggressive.
Yeah. But then all of a sudden, Green just took over. They saw what it took to get past Chase Hale, and they just kept doing it over and over again.
Now battle for the puck up against the boards. Cushis with, again, a little bit of aggression. Now Purple will go the other way. Green will regain possession. That's Adam Mahler. Mahler with a pass across, winding up for the one-timer, stopped by Hale. 30 seconds left to go. Puck still out in front of the net. Mahler tries to... I got to tell you, Evan, they're really taking this top shelf approach.
Yeah, they want that 10-goal lead.
And an opportunity here for Purple, and it's good.
Well, top shelf is for Green is now the 5-hole for Team Purple. It's the only way they've been beating Butterbaugh as they reach their way to 5 goals, and it looks like they're just going to let that clock expire.
Saxon Robertson with the last goal on the night. And with that win, Green over Purple, Red will be eliminated. And next game, which our following broadcast group will go over a little bit more, White game that even has more implications as well. We'll see if we have any more confrontation, or if it's just to get some equipment.
Landon Butterbaugh named player of the game, and rightfully so. Probably, in the games that I've called for Goat League, the most impressive goaltender performance that we've ever seen.
Seen some good goalie play so far. And Butterbaugh, who, again, we didn't know it was him going into this game due to him wearing the all black. We had to call him the Void for a little bit because we had no idea who he was.
Now without the mask on, he looks like he's skating his way to either a funeral or a My Chemical Romance concert.
Yeah, either one would probably do it there. I mean, Evan, one thing important to note before we get out of here, that the shot total was even.
Yeah, then you wouldn't have told. If you're just like watching the game, you wouldn't have been able to tell because Green, just because their shots are so much better, I guess. But
yep, Green wins the quality battle, so to speak, over Purple. We'll have White versus Teal for you in roughly 10 minutes or so.
don't forget the national anthem.
And do not
Can't forget that.
And I just broke a pen. National anthem, really well done here by our PA announcer. I'm blanking his name. I do apologize. But regardless, White versus Teal here in a few minutes. Once Zamboni's done doing his thing, Green will take this one 13-5 over Purple. We'll see you back for Game 3 of the Go 4v4 League.
It's time for the main event. It is Teal and White. Andrew Keel alongside me, Caleb McCabe, as we get a rematch from week 1 and a rematch from last year's Toilet Bowl with a shot at being this year's first round matchup. Quite a turn of events for these two teams.
That is quite the turnaround.
Teal going from the last place team last year to locking in the 1 seed. And White, on the other hand, looking to win this game and make the playoffs.
Teal appears to be doing a starting lineup down here for a college game.
Interesting.
I mess with it. I mean, we saw Purple in the last game with their 4 defenseman strategy.
We see how that played out for them, though.
We did.
They kind of got rocked.
A little bit. A little bit, yeah.
A full lineup.
Yeah. Here we go.
So I guess we know who the starting 4 will be for Teal. It'll be Quinn McKenzie, Dane Ramirez, Nick Snyder, and AJ Schaff, as well as Ethan Blackburn. What a starting lineup.
What a starting group.
They're having fun.
They're having a good time.
Well, White has to pick up all the pucks.
Yeah. That's part of the fun, is making the other team pick up all the pucks.
As our own Mr. Jeff Taylor will get us started with the anthem in our main event. Great rendition by Jeff Taylor.
As always.
As we get ready for this game, Teal, both teams have something to play for. Teal looking for the first undefeated season in GOAT history. White looking to make the playoffs. They lose, and Green, the unlikely team,
has weaseled their way into the playoffs.
Yes, Green.
Somehow, some way.
As we get a little huddle from Team Teal on their side around Blackburn. They're taking it all in for this game.
They are. They deserve it, though. They're here, 5-0? 6-0?
5-0. As last week, winning 11-6 against Black without their 2 best players in AJ Schaff and Quinn McKenzie. Back in the lineup tonight. It'll be interesting if they can hold that. White will win the faceoff, though, and Bodewise will take it. Move forward to Lieb. Lieb back to Bodewise. The stretch pass will make its way to Brody George. George puts on the brakes. Across, shot, fanned on there by Kamzik. He'll pick up his own rebound, tried to send it in the slot. No one there, sent the length of the ice. Bork to play it for White.
Oh, boy.
Spin around there by Bork. Almost pulled off a...
was it Charlie Lindgren who did that?
I almost said Lindstrom, and I was like, that's not the right name.
I was thinking of Amelka for a second, and I was like, that doesn't sound right.
White in on the job. They will turn it over, and here comes Teal. Nick Snyder with it. Carrying in, drops it to McKenzie. Poked off his stick by George. He'll get it back and move it back to Snyder. Snyder up to the point. Schooley will lose it. Now here comes White. Kamzik tried to pass that one over to Lieb. No one there. Trevino tried to send it to someone, but no one there. We get our first icing a minute into this game. A little bit different
Little change of pace.
from
Yeah.
the last game.
A little change. I think by this point last game it was already 2-0 Green.
It was something like that.
Something like that.
And it was already a penalty called, and
There was a penalty.
this
Purple
game-
was up in arms about it.
Yeah, very upset. So far, a little bit different. Trevino off the faceoff will send that one forward. Here comes Schooley. Schooley in for Teal. Pass across, gets deflected by Valentine. Here comes White. Ferrantino. He'll cut in. Puts on the brakes. Finds a man in front. Blackburn will swipe that one aside. Evans hold up by Williams. It'll make its way out to Sawicki. He will try and flip that one to his defense partner, but it will go out. White still with possession. Valentine with it. Moves it up to Evans. Evans across. Ferrantino. Spins. Gets around. Shot. Save made. Blackburn. Fighting forward along the wall. Williams over to Trevino. He'll move it forward. Acklin will carry for Teal. George Acklin across. Shot. Misses wide. Williams couldn't get a handle on it.
I think the hole was there too if he hit the net.
Had a chance. Off the bench. Here comes. Shot scores.
What a rip.
Dane Ramirez. His 5th of the season. Off the bench and storming forward.
What a rip. That's the start you wanted for Teal, though.
Yeah.
Go get one early, get it rolling.
Teal seeing Purple lose to someone other than themselves probably gives them a little confidence going into the Cranberry Cup playoffs. So they're probably feeling really good.
Probably, yeah.
Teal with it in the zone again. Snyder towards the slot. Shot tipped wide. Here comes Nick White filling in for White. Tumbling is Snyder, still with possession. He'll flip this one forward, but no Teal there. Bounces over George's stick, though. Ramirez with it. Fans on the shot, saved away by Bork. Almost a bad misplay by White.
Almost a bad misplay by Bork himself. He bobbled that one a little bit.
Shots 1-1 currently, so very low scoring, and Bork letting in his first shot. Off the draw, Trevino. His shot gets tipped wide. Edwards was parked in front. Circling around Schaff, over to Trevino. Trevino back to Schaff. Schaff to Edwards. Edwards in front, Schaff, backhand goes wide. Snyder. Snyder dancing with it, can't keep it in, so we'll regroup at center. Snyder over to Trevino, will instead go to Schaff. Schaff shot blockered away by Bork. Quinn McKenzie with it. Poked off his stick, but right to Schaff. He'll move it over to Williams, back to Trevino. Trevino's pass will make its way to Edwards, or Williams. Eventually, White will gain possession, but turned right over. Schaff shot, gloved away by Dylan Bork.
Not the start you want for White. Horrid turnovers down low. Not being able to break it out. Struggling to connect on passes.
Yeah, this looks very reminiscent of that first game.
Yeah.
Black was able to intercept everything Red was trying to do, and in the end, they got the win. Here comes White, though. Kamzik across George. Save made. Kamzik can't his fans on the rebound. White still with it, though. Kamzik back to the point. Lieb over to George. George down to Lieb. Lieb pass across. Kamzik shot goes wide. Kamzik gets his own rebound. Over to Lieb once more. Lieb goes to George. Back down to Lieb. Makes way to George on the slot. Shot goes wide again.
He had that hole over Blackburn's glove if he hit it.
George will get it in his own defensive zone. Tries to send it forward. Poked by Wise. Up to Lieb. Back to Wise. Save made Blackburn. Kamzik with it. Sent in front. No one there. Back to get it is Valentine. as he will circle back to his own defensive zone. Move this one forward to Kamzik. Kamzik in, dances around, can't get past Ackland though. Ackland with it, up to Williams. Williams set in, shot save made. Bork. Rebound goes behind the net. Fighting for it is Ackland. 2 white bodies around him. It'll eventually get poked out to Valentine. Behind the net and sent around. Evans still carrying for White, who moved this one up. Sawicki tried to go back to Evans, couldn't. Edwards will take it and move it to Schooley. Up to McKenzie. Quinn McKenzie in, save made. Bork, and he will hold.
The last, I'd say, 2 minutes have been a lot better for White.
Yes.
That's the game that they have to keep playing.
They came out a little rough,
A little bit.
but they're starting to get their footing.
Now on Bork standards, this is where you have to like really step up, because you just start playing well. You're playing the top team. You have to win to get in. You give up a crappy one now, it kills everything.
Yep. Teal with possession the entire time since that draw. And it'll go right back to Bork, and he will cover for a whistle.
Both of us being goaltenders, some things are the same between the summer and the real season. Some things are very much so not.
Yes.
Most are not.
Uh-huh.
One, though, is the timely saves. Stays the same.
Yes. You always want the timely saves. You want to keep your team in the game. Here comes White. Ferrantino moving in, poked off his stick by Trevino. He gets spun around, but will still flip it away from danger, but no Teal body around there. Evans with it. Down into the corner. A lot of bodies will eventually get flipped out by Schooley, and now here comes Edwards. Edwards all the way across to Snyder. Backhand shot over the net. Here comes White on the counter. Belly shot save made. Big rebound available, but Teal able to swallow it up with Snyder. Now he's going to come in with speed. Shot save made by Bork and up and over the netting.
Big rebound there from Blackburn.
Yeah, it was very wide and right in the slot too. Luckily, Teal able to corral it and get it out of there.
Luckily.
A very low-scoring game so far. 1-0 is all we've got, and 14 minutes to go left in this first period.
It's a change of pace from the last one.
Ramirez will leave this one off to Schaff. Schaff moving in, can't get around. George will receive the pass. No move in. Gets poked away by Ramirez once again. George will leave it for White. White to Wise. Wise tried to send it forward, intercepted though, as no one was around. Ramirez has White all over him. He will still have it. Dancing through all of White. We'll circle back at the corner, back to the point. Ackland can't get a good shot off. White tried to move it forward, couldn't find Goldfein.
He just didn't get all that pass.
This Teal team has played exceptional defense all season. And proving it again. Trevino, the big name they acquired in the offseason by trade, with a long pass forward. Schaff can't hit the net. Pass across to Schaff again, just too far behind him. Schaff across, middle of the ice, shot save made, rebounds available. Schaff attempts the pass, can't do it. Digging for it, out to get it though, is Williams. To Schaff, up to Ackland, 2-on-1 with Trevino. He hits him, Trevino back. Blocked in front though by Valentine.
That one looked like it was going to go off of Valentine and just straight in between Bork's legs, sorry.
Shot by George gets deflected by Trevino. McKenzie puts on the brakes, moves this one forward. Edwards drops it. McKenzie in front, can't find a stick. George the first one to it. Just one man to beat it, Ramirez. Gets around him, behind the net. Toward the slot, can't find the trigger. Edwards moves it forward to Schooley. Schooley chased by Valentine. Holds off, makes a 2-on-1. Shot save made. Rebound cleared out of there. George took Hamzik. Hamzik to Lieb. Lieb behind the back pass, no one there. Evans gets muscled off though. Here comes McKenzie. McKenzie tried for the pass across. Goes again! And scoring again, Dane Ramirez. He gets his second of the game and his sixth of the season.
Tapped in by like maybe a foot in front of Bork. Not much he's doing on that one.
Yeah. Bork can't really do much. Oh.
Or did it?
Oh no, I think it'll count. I think White might have gone for a timeout. And they had to inform them
they got
you don't have
rejected.
any. It'll be cleared down the ice. Bork will leave it in front of him for Elliot Belly. Long pass, tried to find the stick of Ferrantino. Will go by, but no icing is the call. Trevino will move this one forward. Schooley trying to get around. Save made Bork. Snyder back to Schaff. Schaff to Schooley. Schooley in, shot save made. Rebound bounces around. Schaff will move it out to Trevino. Trevino at the point. Circling. Back to the top. We'll decide to go out to center and regroup. We'll move this one to Schooley. Schooley to Schaff. Schaff in the offensive zone. Dangles around Belly. Moving in. Save made by Bork.
He almost pulled off a highlight reel.
Ackland on the back end saving a breakaway. Out in front, shot there, goes wide by Evans. Ferrantino. Over to Evans. Back to the point to Wise. Wise's shot gets tipped wide. Taking forward, Trevino will be the one to get out. Up to Ackland. Forward again. Snyder. Snyder, what a great pass there. Just tipped over the net though.
Almost.
Beautiful saucer.
Almost another one.
Evans decides to slow it down. Pass back to Sawicki. Sawicki in. Goes around. Tried to go for a Michigan. Can't get it on his stick. Back to the point. Out in front. Wise. Bounces over his stick. Has to regroup. Out in front. No one there. Now here comes Teal. 4-on-2. McKenzie. Drops it. Shot. Save made. And cleared out. McKenzie gets it after the clear from the slot. And gloved there on the shot.
Nice and calmly by Dylan Bork. This is the game Teal wants to play though.
Yeah.
A little bit more. I don't know if high flying is the word I would use exactly.
Teal, a very defensive-minded team.
Yeah.
Blackburn with, while Quinn McKenzie gets Bork going left and goes back right. He will score goal number 12 on the season for McKenzie.
Just as we say a defensive-minded team
Yeah.
does not mean that they're not unbelievably skilled offensively.
Yes. They have some real lethal shooters, but this Teal team against White the first time, 5 goals against. Red, 5 goals against. Purple, 5 goals against. Green, 7 goals against, one was an empty netter. And Black, 6 goals against. So
For GOAT standards, that kind of, in a real season, that kind of contributes into 2 a game, maybe.
Yeah.
I'd say.
White looking to put an end to that. White passes this one down. Goldfein pressured off by Edwards. Now here comes Teal. Trevino up to McKenzie. Back to Trevino. Pass across, shot, scores! Carter Williams increases the lead to 4-0.
You start to wonder if they're going to run away with it a little bit here.
Which is not something you want to hear if you're a White fan.
No, not at all.
This is playing for their lives. And Teal just defensively backing them up so much that they are just running away with the score now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which has been a theme all season for this Teal team.
Just give them no hope defensively and then just take advantage whenever you get it.
Schooley moving in, drops it, shot goes wide. That'll wrap all the way down and out. Picked up by Edwards. Edwards fakes the pass, moves it up to Schooley now. Schooley back to Edwards. Edwards dancing in, poked off his stick. He'll get it back though. Sends it behind the net to McKenzie. McKenzie can't get around Belly. Belly will flip it forward to George. Here comes White though. Brody George with Goldfein across. Save made by Blackburn.
Oh my God.
Insane as here comes Schooley on the counter for Teal. Looking to take advantage of the save. Edwards across. McKenzie can't corral it. Here comes White. Once again, it's Lieb. Lieb drops it. Poke too far back. Schaff able to break it up for the moment. 3 Teal bodies digging in. And it'll go their way. McKenzie with it. McKenzie will hold. Wait for the rest of the team to change. Still with it. Will eventually get bodied off. Evans will pick it up, but Noah Snyder will intercept it off of him. Gets around Evans. Down to Schaff. Schaff tries to send it in front. It's blocked. Snyder. Getting wrapped up a little bit. Will remain with possession. Schaff will send it down to McKenzie. He'll drop it back. Schaff dancing around. Mixes with Snyder, but puck will come out. And now Teal has to regroup. Trevino up to Snyder. Snyder waits. Goes back to McKenzie. Tries to get around Lieb. Can't do so. And here comes Kamzik for White. Back to Evans. Drops it. Wise can't pull the trigger. It'll go back to him as both Teal members miss the puck. Evans. Goes behind the net. Out in front. Lieb shot. Save made. Rebounds available. Cleared out of there by Teal. A little bit of body play on that one as well. Here comes Snyder. Tries to dance around White. Can't do so. Evans will take it again. Moves it forward to Wise. Wise tries to get around Schooley and can't. Another great defensive play by this Teal team.
It's unreal how much they're able to smother White right now.
Schooley behind the net. Sent in front. Shot by Schooley. Won't go. Wise will send it all the way down. Here comes White in. Scores! Mike Ferrantino gets White on the board.
Just as I talk about them smothering White.
Yep.
They give a breakaway.
A very rare breakaway that Teal has given up all season.
I mean, they've given up 6 shots. They only have 14 themselves.
Oh, I hadn't even been looking up at the shots for a while. That is
not high.
No.
At all for almost a whole period played.
Yeah, 2 minutes, 2.5 to go in the first. Edwards with it. Moves it forward. Williams will corral. He'll pick up speed. Into the White zone. Over to Ackland. Down. Edwards across. Can't find Williams. Valentine, he'll move it forward to Sawicki. Will dump this one in, but no White there. Ackland will corral. Up to Schooley, back to Ackland. Ackland back over to Williams. Williams off the boards past Ackland. Tries to dance around Evans, but Evans will steal it right from him. Up to Sawicki. 3-on-1 for White. Sawicki gets around. Back to get it is Trevino, and blocked by Trevino. Still with it is White. Digging for it. Evans. Save made. Blackburn.
What is happening?
Williams can't clear it out. Still with it is White. They will exit the zone on their own accord, though. And back to center.
What a block by Trevino. I don't know if it was willing or not, but he did it.
McKenzie now off the steal. Over to Snyder. Snyder with speed around Evans. Can't get past Valentine. Evans back to Valentine. He'll move it forward. 3 Teal members back. White with it. Over Goldfein. Back to White. White comes in. Shot save made Blackburn. Sent out in front. Digging for it is Sawicki. Can't get it. It'll come across to Goldfein, but blocked in front. Trevino. He'll flip it forward. Here comes Schaff. He has McKenzie. Chooses him, but poked away though by Belly. Getting on his belly. Sent out to Schaff in front. Blocked away by Belly again. Schaff. Shot over the net. Bouncing around the boards. It'll go to McKenzie. Clearing attempt by Belly won't go. Time expires. Teal with a 4-1 lead after this first period.
That is actually exactly what I expected. Nice defensive matchup.
Tempers look to be starting to flare as we will head to our first intermission. We'll be back in about 1:45 for the second period. Period 2 about to get started. What were your thoughts on that first period?
Unbelievably defensive-minded for a GOAT 4v4 league game.
Yes.
There's been 26 shots in the whole game,
Yeah.
and we're a period in. Normally, each team has about 26
Yeah,
at
we're
the
thinking-
end of the period.
Both teams had 42 at the end of the last game.
Yeah. So that'd be just about on pace.
George off the face-off will send it back to Belly, and White will take possession. Belly will move this one forward. It'll go all the way back after the return pass failed. George will pick it up. Brody George behind his net will move it forward to Belly. Belly moving in. Goes behind the net. Loops it back around. George with it. Out in front. Turnaround shot by Ferrantino won't go. George. Across. Goldfein winds. Over. Cross. Misses the net. Did Ferrantino.
Blackburn was there, though, for the save. Had it hit.
Belly will leave it for George. White coming out with a new energy this period, it seems. Belly in it with McKenzie. Takes him down, no call. Belly moves it forward to Goldfein. 2-on-1 for White. Goldfein waits, fire, save made. And the rebound goes past Ferrantino. Ferrantino back to Goldfein alone in front. And that one will go.
There it is.
Zach Goldfein. And it is 4-2 in favor of Teal.
That's what White needed. That's what they need. Nice early one. 23 more minutes, or now 21 and a half for the rest of the season.
They got to play like their season depends on it, because it does.
It does.
They got to knock off the undefeated Teal team.
To get the reward of playing them again next week.
They got to play them again next week if they win. Trevino moves it to Schooley. Schooley will bounce it off the boards. No one there but a White. Here comes Kamzik. Kamzik holds. Sends it down to George. George all the way across. Lee back to Kamzik. He can't bury it. Kamzik across. Lieb tries to find George. He will fan on that one. They're trying it.
He just whiffed on the same play twice.
Williams will try and poke forward to Schooley. Not enough on it. Up to Lieb. Lieb across to George. Too far from his reach. Here comes Teal. Williams will lose it to Kamzik. Kamzik entering the zone. Across to Lieb. Lieb back to Kamzik. Kamzik shot. Save made Blackburn. Rebound out to Lieb. He will score!
Blackburn.
Xavier Lieb.
Blackburn left that rebound out, sitting in the middle.
It's not the first time we've said that today.
No, it is not. No, it is not.
He's had some great saves, but left some vulnerable rebounds that Teal's been able to manage every other time. This time, Lieb able to bury that one.
That's even more of what they needed. Once you get momentum rolling, anything can happen.
Teal needed a bounce of energy back if they want to get back in this game. Turnover, though, but a whistle. That could have been dangerous for Edwards, but White lucked out with the offsides.
Yeah, I think it's important to know we're, 4 minutes into this period, if my math stands corrected, that RMU education. White has as many shots in those 4 minutes as they did in the entirety of the first 23.
Yeah. Picked off by Schaff. Schaff will send it down out of range of McKenzie. Wise will get there and bounce it off the boards. Evans tried to send it up to Lieb out of his reach, and we will get an icing as Trevino wins the race. I think if you're Teal, you got to win this face-off.
Yeah, you got to take advantage of this one. You got to capitalize on the opportunities when they come.
There's not many icings in this league.
No.
Get your offensive zone draws, and they will lose it. Evans up to Lieb. Lieb coming in. Moves it over. Evans scores! This game is tied. 3 goals on 3 shots for White.
They're rolling now. So that's what you want to see, though. No one wants the season to end in just some miserable, just blowout game. Like that's no fun. That's no fun.
But horrors for Green as they're watching on.
Thought they were safe.
They thought they were becoming a little safer. Their spot was getting more secure, and now White changing that. Teal got to get their mojo back. Edwards into the zone. Sends it all the way across the Schaff. Schaff shot, save made. Rebound is available. Held up is McKenzie, though. Here comes Evans. Here we'll take it again. Now White with possession once again. Sawicki in the offensive zone, drops it back to White. White across, Evans, rebound available, poked wide. Teal making up their goaltender. Here comes Schaff, moving in, puts on the brakes, and it goes wide. McKenzie takes a bad bounce off the ref to Schaff in the front, kicked away by Valentine.
Schaff almost had the shift of his life right there, pulling one off the goal line.
Evans, multiple Teal around him, will send it down. White will pick it up for White. That's not going to get annoying.
No.
Back to the point. Sawicki. Dancing for it. It'll go out to Valentine. Still with it. Bounces off Sawicki's face and goes right to McKenzie.
Whatever works.
McKenzie looking to take over. Can't get past Valentine. Here comes Snyder. Snyder shot, scores! Nick Snyder will take the lead back for Teal.
Hits the stick Torselli on his way past the White bench, too.
Great steal, great shot by Snyder, too.
Yeah. I dare say that White has been the better team
This period, for sure.
though. Yeah.
Teal's got to turn it back on. Ramirez, he will hold. Teal looking to get that momentum after the goal. Moving forward, in front, tried to find Williams. Chipped wide. Comes Goldfein. He'll go all the way across, but a bad pass, and now here comes Teal back again. Snyder moves into the slot, can't get around Belly. Snyder and Belly dancing on the wall. Snyder will come out with it, moves it across, tipped by Brody George. Ramirez fighting with George. Goldfein comes in to steal it, 2-on-1 for White. Goldfein waits, across, great defensive play there by the trailing man in Williams. Schooley back to Williams, to Ramirez. Tries to get in the slot, can't get around. Now here comes White once more. Ferrantino tries to get around Snyder. Snyder putting his body in the way, but it goes right to Goldfein in front. Save made by Blackburn.
Blackburn with another unreal save.
White still fighting with it in the zone. Wise across, can't find Ferrantino. Teal will get possession. It's Schooley. George is on him. He'll move it to Snyder. Snyder up to Trevino. Trevino will move it over. Poked away though, and now here comes Lieb. Xavier Lieb shot off the bar. Out to Wise. Wise shot. He will score. Bode Wise will retie this game, and it's at 5 apiece.
Yeah, they're in it now. They're into it now.
This is going to be an interesting one down to the wire.
Yeah. They're playing like it is their last 14 minutes now.
Took them a while to get going, but
It did take them a second. Yeah, they got there though.
George off the draw. Moving in. Stick lift there by Ackland. Lieb in front. Save made. Rebound cleared out by Schaff. Behind the net, Schaff tries to find his way to the stick of Ackland, but will be an icing instead. White will get offensive zone draw.
If you're White, you want to capitalize here. Like
Same thing with that about Teal.
Yeah, you don't get many of these.
Lieb in the draw and Edwards in the draw. Winning it is Lieb. Wise. Behind the back pass. Will try and go for Lieb. He tried to baseball that one in. Still with it, dancing along the blue line. Make his way in. Still with it, sends it in front. Evans tried to go back to Lieb, blocked by Trevino. Moving that forward from Ackland all the way forward to Edwards. Edwards toward the slot, too far in front for Schaff. Evans will move this one forward. Kamzik Over to Lieb. Lieb in front. Can't get a stick on it. Evans. Still with it behind the net. Sent in front. It'll go in. Off of Case Kamzik. And White has the lead for the first time in the game.
Not sure how that one went in. The referees are talking now. Blackburn seemed to think it was kicked.
I thought it went in off like the chest.
Or deflected. Yeah, Teal's saying kicked. Could have been a hand. It would appear to count, though.
It looks like they're going to count it. White's going to take the lead for the first time in the game. And Teal trailing. Not very often we said that.
No, that's a pretty rare one.
Now it's going to be sent all the way down. Ramirez will pick this one up. Moves it over to McKenzie. McKenzie around Evans. Tries to get around Valentine. Can't get it out. His shot was just laying there. No one able to get it, though, for Teal.
Bork had no idea where it was. He thought it was in between his legs.
McKenzie still dancing with it. Loses it to Evans. Evans seemingly has his number. Sawicki tries to find White. Too far out of his reach. Ramirez can't get a pass across. Teal seeming frazzled now. Unable to get it out to McKenzie. White will send it back in, but Ramirez will steal it for Teal. Dane Ramirez. Dancing around. Can't get the shot off. Valentine. Pushed down by Schooley. But right there to get it is Evans. Valentine. Up to Evans. Stick lift by Trevino. Spin around. Save by Blackburn. Here comes McKenzie. He'll move in for Teal. Across. Williams tries to go back to McKenzie over his stick.
That just missed, and it was going to be walked into an open net.
Yeah. Trevino will loop back. He'll drop it to Schooley. Schooley tries to get that one forward, covered by Bork. Just under 10 to go. This should be an interesting last 10 minutes.
Teal does look a little disorganized.
Yeah,
Like they don't
know what to do.
exactly know what to do with themselves.
Teal will win a draw. Schooley back to Trevino. Trevino goes behind the net. Chased by George. Out top to Snyder. Snyder moving in. Gloved away by Bork. And a whistle. 9:17 in the second.
We were talking in the intermission about our playoff picks and who we think takes what. I said purple, and I think if this is the kind of game that Teal and purple have, Teal wins it. I think
see it.
If it gets into the high flying, no one keeps up with the 15 NCAA players that purple has, or whatever the number is.
Yeah, low scoring game. I think Teal takes it. Moving forward is Williams. Williams in. Shot save made. Rebound is available. Snyder will get it. Snyder at the point. Chased by George. Down to Edwards. In his feet. But White will take advantage. Turned over to Edwards. Down to Ramirez. Tried to pass across. Blocked by Belly. Belly will clear that one out. But it will be picked up by Schaff for Teal. 8 minutes to go. Schaff moving in. Finds Ramirez. Ramirez tries to find Schaff again. Intercepted by Ferentino. He'll move it up to Goldfein. Goldfein waits. Just tipped by Ramirez. Can't find George. Wise. Down to Ferentino. Back to Goldfein. Poked there by Ramirez and will go out, but it will stay with White. Wise. All the way over. Snyder fighting with it with Goldfein. It'll come out to Wise. Wise will send it down to George. George in front, blocked by Blackburn. And now Ramirez will handle. We're moving forward to Schaff. Schaff in for Teal. Trying to find a lane. Goes for the wraparound. No one there. Back behind the net, Snyder. Into the slot. Didn't like the lane, so he'll keep circling. We'll try and cut in. We will get a Teal power play. Down one with 6:45.
Huge opportunity.
Taken down was Nick Snyder as he held the puck for what seemed like forever.
It seemed like he had it for a while.
Seeming like the Chell glitch of
The longer you circle,
the longer you circle, you get that.
the better opportunity you get.
Yep. Just keep circling with the puck, and that
Keep
the
going.
pressure meter will go all the
Keep
way
going
up.
around the circles, over and over again.
White will get it off the draw and send it the length of the ice. Trevino will have it. Trevino tried to flip that one forward for Ackland. It'll go off of him and into the zone. Ferrantino will send it the length of the ice. 1:36 to go on the power play for Teal. Schaff carrying for Teal. Back for Edwards, over to Trevino. Trevino down, one more pass. Goes back to him, save made by Bork. Still digging for it. Out is Ackland, shot, save made Bork.
Ackland just couldn't raise it high enough. Maybe 2 more inches up, and it's a 6-6 game.
Yeah.
Instead, a great save by Bork.
Teal has 2 power play goals, one from AJ Schaff, one from Jack Edwards. White has 1 shorthanded goal by Brody George.
That was last week, right?
Yes.
Jailbreak goal.
Yep. McKenzie holding over Ramirez. Tried to go back. Fans on it. Will make its way back. McKenzie. Ramirez. Shot. Glove. Save made by Bork.
Splash in the leather.
Does look like the penalty time is still going down.
I don't think they knew that.
Moving forward is White. White puts on the brakes. Will send it all the way back as 10 seconds to go on the penalty. Ramirez. Coming forward. Penalty has expired. Schooley tried to send it down to McKenzie, but turned over. Here comes Valentine. Over to Lieb. Lieb saw it. Save made. Rebound over the net. Ramirez moves this one forward for Ackland. Here comes George Ackland. Shot off the bar.
Oh.
Puck takes some bounces. It'll go to McKenzie. Quinn McKenzie moving in. Toe drag shot, save made. Rebound is still available. Digging for it. And White will come out with it with Lee. Ramirez blocks it. Now it'll make its way out to Evans. Breakaway. Save made, Blackburn. Here comes Ramirez on the counter. Loses it to Evans for a second, but gets it back. Tries to send it to Schooley out of his reach. Belly will get that one out. Now here comes Goldfein. Loses that one, but will regain and circle back to center. He'll drop it back to Sawicki. As we approach the 3-minute mark, McKenzie over. Schooley drops it, no one there. Trevino will eventually get there, and it goes back White way. Both benches are fully standing, except for Dane Ramirez. He's catching his breath.
He'll be back out in a second.
Down, Schooley, behind the net. Back to the point, Trevino. Cross McKenzie. McKenzie circling. Goalie going. Schooley to Snyder off the bench. A lot of pressure here from Teal, but not a lot of shot opportunities. Snyder down to McKenzie. Behind the net. Carrying. Slot. Across. Scores! Brendan Schooley ties it with 2:06 on the clock.
I was just about to say they got to start putting something to the net.
They put something in the net.
They put something to the net, yeah.
This game is tied. Now, the interesting thing is I didn't calculate overtime points into my what happens.
Didn't think of that one.
No,
I didn't think we'd get into the situation.
I didn't
though.
think we would either. Shot there will go over the net. Kamsick will send it back down. That'll be sent the length of the ice for an icing. 1:43. Clock is still running. Now it's stopped at 1:42.
Huge opportunity here for White off of the ozone draw.
I do believe White will still get in with
an
an
overtime
win, despite it being less points, because they'll be in a tie with Green. And if the tiebreaker's head-to-head, which it's been every year,
I would
White
assume
will get
it stays.
Pass there will not go. George behind the net, bodied by Edwards. Still with it. George will come out with it. Out to Wise. Wise down. Ferrantino into the slot. Shot goes over the net and into the netting. 1:10 to go in the second period.
So if White loses in overtime, they're still out, and
They're
it's still
still out.
Green. All right.
If this game goes to a shootout, Green's in, because a shootout wins only 1 point.
Interesting. So White essentially needs to score next.
Yes. Trevino holds. Will send it down to Schaff, who will send it across, but White will be the first one to it. Kamsick. Less than a minute to go. Over to Wise. Who moves him forward to Ferrantino off the boards. Trevino will take him down. No call. Moving forward is Teal. Schaff. Can't get around Wise. Wise picks it up again. 35 to go. Over to George. George's shot save made Blackburn. Ackland fights off George and takes it out. Not far enough for icing. 25 seconds to go. Kamsick has it. Chased by Schaff. Poked forward to Lieb. Lieb will hold. 14 seconds. Gets around Ackland. Moving in. Shot. Gets blocked. Goes for the cover. Will get covered. 4 seconds exactly. Does Bork go to the bench?
I don't know. 4 seconds is more than enough time to snap that puck back and down the ice.
Looks like the ref is going to ask for more time to be put on the clock. I think that's what I saw her. Guess not.
Guess not.
Lieb shot from the point, or from the corner, goes wide, and we have overtime in the final regular season game of the
Overtime.
season. Now, if I'm pretty sure I'm correct. Overtime win gets 2. Overtime loss is 1. This does mean Teal no longer will get the perfect record.
No.
The 18-point season is still up for grabs.
Still, the first one.
They can get up to 17, though.
Close,
Close,
but
but no
not
cigar.
18.
Three-on-three overtime. Although it looks like White thinks it's 4.
White's going to go with the 4-man strategy.
See how long they can go before they get a too many man penalty.
Dan Bilesma, 09 style. Is that 09 or 08? When he did that in the conference finals
I don't remember.
against Carolina?
It looks like it would be Ramirez, Trevino, McKenzie for Teal. It'll be Kamzik, Lieb, and Wise for White to start things off. 3 minutes left of time, unless something happens earlier. Teal will start with it with McKenzie. Quinn McKenzie, known for his extremes. He will circle back over to Trevino. Trevino will enter the zone. Has Kamzik on him, poked off his stick. Now White will take it. It's Lieb. Lieb can't get around Ramirez. He will take it right back for Teal. Fighting for it in the corner, though. Who will come out with it? It'll be McKenzie. A lot of bodies go down. McKenzie decides to wait. Trevino to the bench. Kamzik to the bench. McKenzie was going to leave it for Edwards. Instead, keeps it. Fighting for it. It'll go back. Williams at the point. Down to McKenzie. Fighting with Wise. Out with it. Circles out. Edwards' shot gets blocked. Here comes White. Wise up to Lieb. Lieb in front of George. George in. He scores! Brody George sends White to the playoffs to play Teal again next week.
Again.
White takes down the undefeated Teal team
To go make the playoffs.
to make the playoffs, upsetting Green, who had the Cinderella story earlier this night.
Almost.
What a game.
I was thinking as that play developed, the absolute last person you want to put on a breakaway with the game on the line
It's Brody George.
is Brody George. Like almost arguably the worst player in the league
Yeah.
to put on that breakaway. He'd be top 5 worst for
Yes.
sure.
That,
Of guys that you don't want in that situation.
that is for sure. So if we're correct, White makes the playoffs with that overtime win.
To play Teal again,
To play Teal again.
and then purple and black.
And then, yes, Purple will play Black.
There's some pretty good matchups.
They are.
Those are pretty good.
The Cinderella story for Green ends there,
Unless we're wrong.
unless we're wrong.
But I'm pretty confident we're not.
But I think the backup option is goal differential, and I think White might have him on that.
I think White has him on that too.
So we will be back next week for the playoffs. Started off with
hockey.
the Toilet Bowl. Green will play red in the Christmas matchup. And then the second game will be Purple taking on Black in the first semifinal. Then Teal versus White in this rematch, which it'll be an exciting one for sure.
It will be. It
Will
will
be
be.
the main event next week as the 1 and 4 seed face off. For everyone here, Andrew Keel, Caleb McCabe, Evan Smith, Billy Depew, and Caden McCrory, thank you for joining us for the regular season of GOAT 4v4 2025. We will be back next week for the playoffs.